Hello.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was a little...
It was dignified.
It was. Well, hey, it is the season.
'Tis the season.
It's episode 9.
It is.
Nice.
Don't slap that old school T on there.
'Tis.
Did it really make it to 9 episodes already?
So
Can we
somehow.
compromise?
Yes.
Can we compromise and say it's is, but with a silent T?
It's. How about we just put that above? It's the season. All right. So, you know how we do it here in Domains of Dread, in a basement.
Watch
Full of
product.
questionable
Screaming in agony.
Based on questionable ethics.
Send help.
We haven't called it that in a while.
It's true. That's what it is.
I am your dungeon master, your King Ginger.
Full of ethics.
All the ethics,
The most ethical ruler.
forever,
in
forever, and ever.
Forever.
Like a Terry Funk retirement ceremony. Forever.
the land.
Wow.
Just keep it going, just because you're gonna have to have another one anyways.
Wow.
So tonight in the Domains of Dread, we have who's going first? Oh, your name, who you're playing, and where did you end up at the end of last game?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Who starts?
Oh boy.
I don't care.
I think we should end with
He's
you.
picking us
'cause
up.
Okay,
you are-
Yeah, we should
You
look
are
at
in-
you, so we'll start over here
you're way
today.
You're in hot water, young lady.
He's picking us up one by one.
Very hot water.
Very hot water.
Hotter than we expected.
Literally, you're being boiled.
Yeah.
All those who are on the waiting
There's a
list.
chance.
Run.
Yeah, don't come.
Oh my
He's
god.
picking us all off one at a time.
We thought someone else was going to end up as soup, but it's you.
It's me.
Gross.
It's me.
I'm Shannon. I play Allie. She's a tiefling bard, and she is currently, I think, inside, like licking her wounds.
You're by the shore.
And by
The
I
seashore,
thought we
aren't
went
you?
inside. I thought we went inside
I don't
after
know.
that.
I don't know. I don't
If I'm by the shores, that's where
I've
the
never
meat
met a
juice is,
gamer.
and I don't want to be where the meat juice is.
Unless she's selling shells.
Arby's.
She's selling
Arby's.
I don't want to be.
Get at us, Arby's.
Get
Give us
that
that.
in Dorso.
Get us that sweet, sweet meat juice.
Big fan.
Those are words I never want to hear again.
Oh goodness.
Sorry, this episode brought
Welcome
to
to
you
my
by
And for Orenbite, get him the fake meat juice.
Please.
Impossible Meat Juice.
Impossible
Alright.
meat juice.
Impossible.
Speaking of that sweet, sweet meat juice, I am Nate, your D&D ringer.
The sweetest meat
Ooh.
juice.
I am playing
Nice.
Kortash, a Kalashtar druid, and I'm wherever Allie is. I'm pretty sure we're on the shores. We did have a short rest, so maybe we went inside.
I thought we went inside. I might be wrong. We could have taken a rest on the shores.
We should have been watching the
Beachfront.
product.
Yeah, it's called watching the product, yeah.
We have problems with that.
I'm Warrior. I play Balder, a Furbolg Hexblade Warlock. I am where I'm supposed to be.
Which is
In the tower.
Now, hang on a minute. Have we been where we're supposed to be for this at any point during this entire campaign?
I have
Yeah.
been where I'm
I feel
supposed to
like
be the entire time.
We haven't been where we were supposed to be since like our session 0.
we're
And that was the only time we've been.
Well, that's because we were in the
we're
basement.
exactly where
Sometimes where you're supposed to be is the friends you made along the way.
Most of ours have died.
I'm Oren
Just the
Vite.
one.
I'm playing Magnar Steelsaw, a Goliath wizard, and I'm currently trying to tell the hag that it's just love, baby. You know?
Are you turning into Austin Powers?
Yeah, I was gonna say you did.
right, right?
You did turn into Austin
Tiny
Powers for a
little
second.
swing at the end.
Yeah.
Well,
My parking's as bad as Austin Powers, so.
I was gonna worry that every time you're gonna put the little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo on your phone and we're gonna have to hear that.
Be ready.
Oh my God. Silverback, I'm playing Torn Rixius, Dragonborn Ranger, and I got a gross grub put in me, and I've got 24 hours to live unless we can kill some gods. So
It's like the show
let's get to
24.
work.
Yeah, no sweat.
Get to swinging, yeah.
It's a good day.
I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Roya. She's a Vidalcan princess, and currently I'm in an ivory tower trying to convince the king.
Is it an ivory tower?
Was it ivory? I thought it was ivory.
I think you
See
need-
through.
good visual.
It's a,
It's a good roll
it's a
thing.
see-through tower. The top we couldn't see through though.
Like a
Opaque.
crystalline.
Opaque. Sorry,
sort of
opaque
thing.
tower. Trying to convince the king's human to run away with me.
His consort.
His consort
Yeah.
to run away with me, and they're running down the stairs, and there's hands grabbing us. So
Who's
Yeah.
trying to get these hands? You.
so many hands.
She's trying to avoid those hands.
I hate you
Start
both.
slapping hands going down the stairs.
Hey, all right.
Hey, look at that inspiration.
God, you both
I feel
should-
so inspired.
You both should be ashamed of
Lose it again.
of
Did you lose your
It's
inspiration?
canon that
Okay.
warrior has no shame.
That's very true.
I don't know that word.
you two. Come on.
Hey, you encourage it by giving inspiration, so.
I
I
do.
think it's pronounced Chamay, and it was a whale.
Oh!
And it was a smooth operator.
Now it's dead, probably.
It's never too early for
Get it
this.
all now.
When I see that deck.
We're all gonna be
This
terrified
one?
for the rest
Yeah.
of the evening.
Or will be deadly.
Okay. So
Oh, I was wrong. I have 2 hit points.
Oh!
Ooh, hey, big spender! Even better. That's great.
let's roll initiative so I know where we'll start.
Oh, come on.
Natural 20.
All right.
Bro, have you ever heard
I'd
of
like a blue
foreplay?
card,
Like,
please.
I just want to know where I'm going to start in the
Damn.
story.
13.
14.
I need one of them extra.
Oh, you do?
That's right. Literally just rolled a nat 20.
Dorn got a 20.
I guess it would be a 20 plus 4, I think,
I got a 17.
for my initiative.
10 total.
Yeah,
19.
24. 24 total.
19, yeah.
It's fine. I
So-
wanted to resolve mine
Alex,
last
before
anyway.
me. Not that I can do anything.
Ooh, that's good.
You can stand there. No one can see me.
That is
14.
He's gone. You're just gonna chill.
You're just John Cena-ing over
Okay,
there.
anyone after 17?
Is that the companion cards?
I'm 13.
No.
No, do you need yours?
He
Yeah.
needs his, yeah.
Veteran.
Cord.
13.
Thank you.
So right after Boulder.
14.
10.
Excellent. I'm going to put you all over here by yourself.
Thank you.
All by yourself. All by
That's the way it was last time. It's okay.
yourself.
All right, so we'll start with Torin.
Okay, sweet.
I'm here to provide the ham horn.
Is that you? Is that... Do you have noise on your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Sirenscape. You should use it.
That's not
sirens.
sirens.
Isn't it?
But it should be.
If it isn't,
They should make it so that it's like this is like a bugle or like a war horn sound.
It's on there.
The beacons are lit. Somebody needs to edit that into the movie now, or I'm not
Hand
going to be
flute, air
happy.
horn. Get it?
The Riders of Rohan are just kicking it.
if anybody could do that on a tuba, that'd be great.
That would be great.
No, it was just like enough that I was like, is there like a pipe leaking or something? I thought I don't know what I was hearing.
Don't worry, I've got equipment in the car.
It's called I'm a homecoming anxiety, and I totally relate. I was like, what was that noise?
Add that. That's excellent.
What noise is the pipe making? I don't understand.
Like, I don't think I'm supposed to make that noise.
I've never heard it do that before.
It's my favorite. Like, is it done before we just noticed? It's great.
Okay, so you find yourself stumbling off of this table,
Walking
this
away.
stone,
Right now it's like way underground at this
Yeah.
point, right?
and you can feel this thing working its way inside you, beneath the muscles of your stomach, beneath your scales, and you can see this form as it's faded backwards into the darkness. It's stepped backwards.
This was like another Eldarin, right? This was like another sort of elf-like.
You're not sure.
Eldarin, Yeah.
You're not sure, but it's definitely its cloak billows and moves in the shadow, and you can hear flies.
Can I try and identify it? Can I like take a perception check or something?
A disadvantage, yeah, for sure.
Disadvantage. Got a +8, so that's all right.
At
Fading
worm,
the trash,
worm
man.
disadvantage.
That is a 30-20 at disadvantage.
It is definitely like wearing a mask, but you can just catch the hint of sharp ear points and the lithe form that gives it away as being Eladrin when you catch it just in the sparkle of the torch in the room. But it's awfully hard to, I mean, it doesn't, it's like it's shifting and moving. Like Like it's not holding its shape very well.
In like an ethereal kind of a way, or in like a
In a
fly swarm.
yeah,
like
in a I might be made of flies type of way.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I love it.
I guess if I can go back upstairs, like kind of double back the way I was led down here, I would like to try and find my companions.
You start to go up and you just hear in this buzzy whisper, 24 hours.
Yep, I know. I'm aware. I'm saying to myself, assuming that he can't hear me. If he does, it doesn't matter.
Make me a perception check.
Disadvantage again, or just
No.
regular? Okay. That is a 15.
At first, you didn't quite notice it, but you can feel it. There's a distinct buzzing in your ear.
You finna die, player.
I mean, I guess I just want to keep going up the stairs until I get out of the pit back to like a place that I recognize if I can.
You go through, and there's some, like, the corridors are very almost organic in nature. Like, they've grown, and they're like rotting dead wood, but they curve and almost like they're ventricles. And you make your way up, and then eventually there's a door that's just minutely ajar. And you see, as you're coming up to it, two of the dusk elves are dead beside the door, and both of them have maggots coming out
Like
of their mouths.
undead or on the floor?
They're dead.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Do these look like the two? Would I be able to recognize these two as the two that Carrie brought me down here?
Valid question. It's the man I love. What are you talking about?
Can
I have a very vivid imagination.
Is
Yeah, I know. It scares me.
And it's creeping us out.
Is there any?
You're doing a good
Keeps
job.
me up at night.
I'm not really like I guess looking for any like leads here, but I guess I just want to know if it looks like, old Flyboy down there, Jeff Goldblum, if he
Like,
killed these guys with like any kind of his
away.
powers.
My boy.
You're not for sure, but there is two more guards on the way when you open the door and head out, and they walk you back upstairs.
Okay. Back to like sort of the room that we've been assigned. Okay.
But not the room. That's. Oh, hi, Mark.
Right. No. We're not there yet. Tommy was
Tell your
was one of the
party,
other like regions we haven't been to. I'm sure.
Huh?
Save that for Clark Feldman.
Yeah.
Tell me about Loki.
Is everybody else here at this point?
I'm not.
Well, let's go. And next in order would be Ollie. Ollie? I mean, Allie.
Ollie?
I was like, did that change?
Yeah.
Are we still
Wrong?
Prince on weird pronunciation?
Human fighter?
Fabulous he.
It's been a real rough Monday.
Right.
I had an all-day training. It's amazing. And then there at the end, they were like, you should do trainings. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
You used to do trainings.
I do that for a living.
Yeah, I used to do that for a living. I don't know if I would want to do it, especially not for free.
Nope. Nah.
It was nice to be asked, though.
Maybe it wasn't for free.
Anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Focus.
before I lose it. I don't mean like lose it like, I mean lose it like we just go off on such a tangent.
Not like lose your shit.
Yeah.
3 hours later. All right, everybody.
It's happened before.
Back to the.
Where are you currently? I'm going to assume, because even I can't remember,
We're probably on the beach.
that you're on the beach.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, well,
That's fine.
I
We
mean,
short rested on the beach.
I don't think you guys went in the building.
you don't think so?
I don't remember.
You
Okay.
talked to our friend, right? Our druid friend, or the woman we found in the hut, or like whose family?
Diana?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember her name.
This chick. I thought
Yeah, I
you were
can't- I
talking
can't
to
remember-
the
where did you- I can't remember
snobby
talking
guy
to.
that sent him down with. I thought you were on the beach talking to him. Maybe.
I had been on the beach because we fought the many ickies.
Yeah.
Yes. The gross things. So we're probably, I don't think we're like right on the water. I think we're like back quite a
I mean,
ways.
if you call it water.
I mean, it's a
What would you-
technicality.
I mean, we would. She wouldn't.
What would you like to do with that? Do you want to explore the lake further, or would you like to head back?
I'm
to
assuming
She's legit.
they watch me float away, right? You guys just watch me
before
just
she
float.
does anything. She's like, screw this whole day. This whole day sucks. So
All right.
she's like, what? Where do we want to go?
So last time I did try to look for Allie, or not Allie. Try to look for
Roya.
Roya. And I.
What are you trying to say? We all look alike?
No.
Rude.
Whoa.
Wow.
Come on!
She's a Vidalcan.
It's on brand for the basement.
I have no hair.
Wow. That's not.
We don't look alike.
Right. Somebody saying it's on brand for the basement is probably like one of the worst sounding justifications for something I've ever heard.
Hey,
We have a nice basement.
I tried to
You do
find
have a nice basement.
Roya, and I rolled real poorly.
What?
Yeah,
I suppose that's true. I
That is on-
couldn't.
that is
I
on
didn't really
brand.
see where she went. Could I try and?
Yeah, you can or you
Can I
can make
do, like,
a
a
perception
perception
check.
Your keen adventuring skills, you think you to the big tower.
Hey,
It is not
let's-
bad.
we all float
Sounds
down
me-
here.
I hear him, Ben.
We all
It's an
float up.
18.
All right.
You do notice that it's almost like there's this very slow, still rippling shape in the water. It's almost like the water moves in slow motion, and the light of the moon definitely gives it an intensified form, and you see what looks like the shape of a body swimming across, like the apparition of a body swimming across slowly and strugglingly. Is that even a word?
Strugglingly? Not
That's-
really,
it is
but I
now.
think it
Yeah,
works.
there it is.
I think it works for the
You're-
situation.
You're the DM. You make
With
the rules.
difficulty?
Yeah. You flailed your way across.
Flailed. I like that.
Okay. Beautiful visual. She'll kind of do like one of these and like point at the water.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Can I like poke at the water?
You can poke at that water.
All right, what is it? Does it react like normal water?
Make an attack roll.
It moves slowly,
At disadvantage.
and it has more of a resistance to your touch than you expect it to. It doesn't feel like water.
Can I fill my water skin with the not water?
You can definitely try.
All right. Try to put the water skin in the water.
It takes a little bit to kind of permeate this almost membrane. And when you do so and you start to fill it takes a really long time. And then you pull it up and your water skin is filled with this liquid. Man, this is heavy.
So it feels a lot heavier than normal.
Yes.
I don't trust getting in that.
Sure.
So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do here.
Well, it's not your turn, it's Allie's turn, so.
Yeah.
Wait, your turn.
That's fine, but she.
She'll crouch down and just kind of feel the water. Like she'll put a hand in.
Okay.
Do not tell the party members to yeet me into the water.
We're not on a balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not in the
Any
balcony.
chance we have.
So same thing, you push
Stayed
your
on the
hand,
balcony.
and again, it's like a membrane,
It's called St. Q.
and you permeate the membrane, and it's the liquid has a very not quite viscous, but almost a feeling of as if it's moving on its own, as if there's a rhyme and reason for it moving rather than it just being a force of nature. If that makes any sense.
It makes sense. Do I feel like this is threatening?
It doesn't appear to be threatening at all.
Okay, so I'm not.
It just
perceiving
appears to
anything.
be this liquid. It's quite pretty.
She'll. Oh God, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Cause you love me.
Because I love you. Because I love you.
Did Jeff Goldblum give me his name last time? Okay, I couldn't remember if he did or not.
Jeff Goldblum.
She'll kind of stand up and then just wade slowly into the liquid. It's a bad idea, but she's gonna do it.
You start to wade out, and it takes a second, and because you are walking on top of the water, so
Okay.
slowly, as if you're walking in ever deeper mud, you start to descend. But it is a very slow, deliberate stepping, like being embraced by the liquid itself as you march further into the liquid, into the lake.
Okay.
And it's soothing, it's warm, it's light. I mean, you're bathed in moonlight. It's very relaxing.
Cool.
You feel very peaceful currently.
Alright. We'll roll with that for a minute.
Let me know if you're going to put your head underwater.
I will let you know. At the moment, no.
Yeah. Roya, you are up.
Okay.
Good job.
Trust me, I came just in time.
Oh, I know. We all heard it.
I know, I'm sure. It's fine. He's a very friendly guy. So... Can we run away? Do we get the impression that the hands can, completely stop us from going down the stairs? Is she coming with me?
She's currently being pulled into the wall.
I'm gonna pull her back.
All right, let's make a opposed
great.
check.
Oh boy.
Cut off some arms.
Oh, that could be an option too.
The wall arm is not
You're a
range.
fighter, right? You got a big old sword.
Oh, that was terrible. I got a 9. 6 plus 3 strength.
Oh.
Let me use my inspiration.
I thought you meant you got like a 9 and then you were going to add your strength bonus to it.
No, that was my strength bonus. That's better. That's an 18.
You were giving me some McElroy rolls
No.
there.
That's an 18.
All right. You reach behind her and just kind of hug into her, plant your feet at the base of the wall and push against the wall, pull back, and the hands slide, and you're able to even get the hand free of her hair. But now they're just all around you. They're just starting to slowly go out further. And most of them were only about mid-forearm, and now they're starting to stretch almost to the elbow.
Can I tell if it...
And she is...
And that's only the stairwell, right?
Yeah. She's having kind of a breakdown at this point.
I probably don't have my pack on me, do I? I probably left that in the other tower.
Probably. Well, let's roll for it.
What am I rolling?
Higher number decides. I got a 2.
I got a 7!
Well, I mean, I rolled a 10-sider and you rolled a 20-sider, so you know.
Well, why'd you roll a 10-sider?
Because I don't know. Let me roll a 20-sider real
Spur of the
quick.
moment.
I still rolled a 7.
Good. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say I have my whole pack on me, but I'm gonna have my rope. Thinking about...
You can have the whole pack,
Whole
and you
pack?
can
Fine.
have the
I'll fine, I'll have the whole
or
pack.
Nothing.
I'll have the whole pack.
Okay.
Well, I just didn't think I'd have the whole thing on me, so I was trying to give you the credit.
Take what you can get.
I know. I'll take the whole pack then. Can I get her back up? Because I'm sure we didn't get far down the stairs, did we?
No, you really didn't. You got about 15 feet.
Yeah, so can I get her back up the stairs?
Make me a 3 before 2 opposed strength checks.
14.
So it grabs and wrenches, and you pick her up and hop up the first set of steps.
17.
You have her up on your shoulders, almost like fireman's carry style, and you're like backhanding and slapping hands away as if they were a very handsy frat boy who should be arrested for sexual
Kicked in the
assault.
face.
Ashamed for him.
17 again.
You 2-foot bunny hop up into the room and turn around and kick the door shut.
Okay. I'm gonna put her down and calm her down, I think. I can calm her down? You okay?
She looks at you and she grabs your arms and she says, You should have just let me go. There's nothing here. I've been here for so long.
Yeah, and we're gonna get you out now.
She just looks
I'm gonna
exasperated.
help her.
And then she looks at the door, and then she sprints towards the door.
I grab her.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrestle her away from the door. 'Cause I think she's
Roll.
trying to sacrifice herself, right?
That's fine.
No. Oh, shit. That was a 7.
We're not heroes.
I'm a hero!
Okay.
That's a 7. This says saving throw. Can that count?
No.
Get it? Because
You're both like
Saving her.
fighting at the door.
Yeah, I'm saving her.
it's a true saving.
You're both You're both fighting at the door. Make me perception check.
I don't have that dice. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing percentiles. Perception. Jeez Louise. I don't know why I'm doing it. I do that like half the time. 15.
And that is when you hear the click, clack of booted feet going up the staircase.
Oh.
Baldur, you're up.
Damn it!
Does the shit.
Dope.
I knew what I was gonna do too.
I've been where I'm supposed to be, where I've been asked to be. I'm the lone good one on the team.
Good one.
And
Didn't you go outside with that guy who was helping?
Yeah.
I
The
was
light?
Yeah.
helping with the cavalry.
Sorry, am I in this? We're in the same room now.
You are in the same room now.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go over to Torin and see. How you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna so when they put the grub in me, do they take off like my armor and shit to do that?
Literally, it was just like right where the cuirass. There's the spot.
Like
of
a
it,
gap, like the gap.
Just
Okay.
it took its fingernail and right in that gap and just plucked right inside.
Okay, so Torin's gonna like undo the straps on his scale mail and just drop it on the floor and point to the thing in his chest that's wriggling around.
Yeah.
I've got 24 hours before this thing eats my heart.
Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I was just gonna say what? Sure. That's what actually really. 17.
You don't see anything on. You don't see a wound,
Mhm. I don't think that's a mortal wound.
but you look a little closer, and you kind of are scanning up to look at him with the kind of crooked eye, like what? And that's where you see underneath the skin. Kind of, you think maybe your eyes played a trick on you at first, but it keeps moving,
Ooh.
and you can tell it's pretty deep, but it's digging, it's pushing, it's crawling inside of
So
it.
it doesn't seem like it's super far in there,
Oh, it does.
but I can. Okay, but I can see where it is.
You think?
I think I can see where it is. Whoa. What is that?
When those two elves took me to be healed, it led me down. They took me down deep underground. I'm not sure exactly how deep, but and somehow seeming to be a trend for myself. I met another one of the entities that was a powerful entity. It looked the frame and build of an Eldarin, but
It's pronounced in Latin.
I don't care. I'm not in a position to give a shit what they're called in particular.
Yeah, these guys are dicks.
But he put grub or maggot, some kind of.
So right about the time he starts to say more and more about that, his words just start to sound like a buzz.
Like a buzz. What?
He's not.
Just not making sense, man.
It's just a droning, low frequency buzz.
Like the teacher on Charlie Brown.
I guess I'll I can, is it at some point while I'm
Let me,
talking, could I notice that
when
he's not
when it starts getting weird. Stop.
It's like every day.
I will. Balder will cast Detect Magic
Okay.
on the area around Torin and Torin.
Okay. The entire area is magic.
Does he see
Well,
anything
shit.
around, but Torin specifically? Does anything register on Torin that wouldn't normally register on Torin?
He has a couple different kind of odd things going on,
Okay.
like magical hues.
Mhm.
He's still got the blue marking.
Sure. Yep. He showed us that. So.
But he also has this weird green, almost hue around him.
Okay.
And then from the chest, kind of slowly spreading like veins, is just black.
Oh. Yeah. Got some shit in you, buddy. Balder will take a moment to cast Dispel Magic on the black magic.
Okay.
That is it's the roll plus my spellcasting modifier, is that right?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. You cast it, and it starts to shrink, actually. And then it begins to pulse. And it spreads further.
Ooh.
And it pushes closer towards your heart. And you start to hack up this bile, this black bile.
And Balder
Takes 7 points of damage.
Oh boy. Balder gets a sense that he made it worse, not that it's just having a rough time getting out
Our
of it.
armor class doesn't matter at all or anything? Okay.
You get the impression that this is not so much a spell, it's something else, and that it is not so much trapped, but has definitive safety triggers on it, for lack of a better term.
So
keep trying.
good news. I succeeded in my efforts. Bad news, I think I made it worse. What?
I felt it.
Yeah, I think we both felt something. Why?
So if I'm speaking, is he? Can I tell that he's not able to understand me? Do I just hear my own voice with the buzzer?
You hear your own voice.
Okay. If he's pointed out though that he's having a hard time understanding me, I'm going to look around for a piece of paper, something
Nice.
to write with.
Make sure you're writing a language you can't understand.
I'm right.
Oh! Throw that right in your head.
Or
You
almost
your
lost
head
an
that much,
eye.
guy.
Well, I was right.
You don't need an eye, right?
And I'm just going to write out
two.
everything that has happened in the last
I'll just do an inspiration token match. That's all there is.
just like the encounter with the with Vethmoth,
Bethmorn?
Bethmorn, the dragon, the conversation we had, and then what happened after the fight up until now. So I will tell you about the rapier that supposedly would help us kill the Moonlit King, but I don't know exactly to like what capacity. That Vethmorn was like apparently the original master of this domain and wants to be released from it, and that if we do that for it, it will help us in some sort of anomalous way. It didn't really specify how it would help us, but it would help us get out of here. And then that it wanted us to kill Loki and the Moonlit King, both of them. And then I will reiterate that whatever this creature was that put the grub in me wanted the same thing, but because it wants to control this domain.
All right. Yeah, Polder will read that over, and he will give you a pretty intent look, and ask you, the fuck is Loki?
Point at the symbol on my lights on my back.
Oh.
And move on to Core.
It's just getting good.
All right. So I see Allie step off into the not water.
Into the not water.
Sorry, if I didn't say it out, so I told you I've got 24 hours before I'm dead.
Yeah, I was like 12 now.
All right. So I'm going to turn into giant frog, and then I'm also going to step out into the not water.
Okay.
Really digitized log start floating.
8-bit logs.
8-bit logs.
You can hear like sound of traffic down on the other end.
How does that go?
That's the name of my punk band, 8-bit logs.
8-bit logs.
Logs.
All right.
Sounds like a personal problem.
If you also have 8-bit logs, you should see a doctor.
You get a structured settlement.
Oh, man.
I'm in the money.
I tried to keep it on the table this time, so I didn't put it in
No,
the
you put it
out.
perfect.
You do. Right in the back.
So
Mr. Hat.
at first, you step and you're a little surprised because you're literally just on the top of this liquid. But again, as you move further in, you permeate the membrane and you are actually in the liquid and moving. It's up to you if you would like to go below and swim.
I can swim right on top of it, right?
No,
No.
You're gonna walk.
you can do like
I flailed, so I mean, it's up to you.
kind of half-ass breaststroke across it, but if you want to make better speed, you can go below the water or the liquid.
And Allie did not go below the water.
No.
Yeah.
Allie's still like on top. Just get
alright.
across that water.
I'm a frog. Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts.
I'm gonna go underwater.
I'm a frog.
I'm a frog that's getting nuts.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Right?
So you go below the water, below the liquid, and it's crystal clear. The top is relatively clear, but it's almost like there's so much of a reflection of moonlight that it's kind of opaque. But below, you can see a city, this grand city, this architecture like you've never seen before, and it's sprawling out beyond the distance of what your eye can perceive. And you can see movement in the city, and you can see its walls, even its walls are bejeweled. It's majestic.
Do I see people down there?
Make me a perception check at disadvantage.
I thought the water was super clear.
It is.
It's just killing you slowly
With its song.
with its song.
No, but I'm a frog. I can breathe under.
You can
Not
breathe
water.
water.
Not water.
Alright, well, I rolled 2 11s. So, as a frog, that's a 13.
You don't see any humanoids from the deep.
How far down is it?
Hard to judge actual distance because of the oddity of the actual liquid.
Alright, I'm gonna move 30 feet towards it because that is my swim speed.
You're 30 feet towards the tower or 30 feet towards the city?
City.
Okay.
I split the party.
I know I did. Ben looked real excited about that.
I am super excited about
it's
that.
just
We
gonna
will
be.
Is that going
how
towards
that
the tower?
goes.
It's literally gonna be
Perfect.
Balder and Torin going up.
Magna!
Everyone else is missing.
Last time when we saw you,
Last time on D&D5E.
yes,
Right.
you and Alzina had killed a Feymire crocodile.
No big deal. No
Did
big
good
deal.
job. Did good
Walked
job.
back to Mother Knight's hut, and Alzina was like, "We're gonna kill this lady."
And I said, no, we're not.
Because
And
she
Mother
was
Knight says, "I'm sorry. What did you guys say?"
You had eyeballs on your tongues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I said, no, we're not.
So she is standing in front of you.
She's big now, right? Like you said that she kind of towers over us, like out of the hovel.
Yeah, she is a large creature.
Yeah.
She kind of seems to kind of
Muy
change
gigante,
shape.
yeah.
Also, like her limbs are oddly proportioned. One arm is longer than the other, and her like joints are very knotty and
I dig
knobby.
it.
Her skin is like a fallow color of green. It's like a sickly green, but her eyes are very keen and sharp, and you can tell she's smart.
I always knew that.
Her teeth are like, they look like wood that then fades into metal, sharpened like daggers.
That's
And her tongue seems just a little too long.
just
That makes it all better.
3%.
And her fingernails also look like they are metal.
Well, here's the deal. You try being in her position, having never left her home, having never once stepped outside of her city walls, and now she's here, faced with, for all she knows, nothing but enemies that are out to kill her. She's not as willing to trust situations as I am. I've been straightforward with you this whole time. You heard me. You heard what I said to her when she said that she wanted to kill you. I said absolutely not. Whether it's off of principle, off of stupidity, or not. I have no reason to kill you because you haven't done anything to me yet. For all I know, you're following your part of what you said to me.
She looks at you and you can hear the clink of the metal of her fingernails as she strokes her chin with little wiry hairs coming out of it. Fair. Where's my crocodile?
We didn't bring the whole croc back.
No,
we brought the head back.
She dances around the head, and you can hear the clickety-clack of her wooden shoes.
Creepy looking at all.
Like, she seems like have like a knobby-kneed, kind of hunched walk, and
Yeah, that's how I picture it.
and she's like dancing her way around it.
That's creepy.
And she reaches in and she plucks out an
Thank you.
eyeball, and she slurps it down.
Ugh.
I'll look at Alzina and just shake my head.
It's eating a rye.
She's like, "Come here, my sweeties.
What do you want now?
Open up wide.
What do you what's next? For what?
Wider.
What do you want?
I am showing my appreciation."
You're gonna have two eyes on your tongue.
What are you
now.
doing? Just tell me.
Open up.
What if I say no?
That's your choice.
Okay, you just wait this one out. Yeah. Game on.
Her
I've
scalpel-like fingers
yet to.
go against your teeth.
Sure. Sure.
She looks down,
Uh-huh.
and she just this
Oh,
string
Jesus.
of
Yeah.
crocodile eye.
Yeah.
And she closes your mouth and holds your nose shut, and she whispers, "Swallow all of it."
You're like a baby bird now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So gross.
And you do. And then you take about
That's the
3
grossest
steps,
thing that's happened so far.
and then you throw up.
Okay, sure.
And you throw up probably a pound worth of eyeballs.
When did you eat a pound of eyeballs?
You reach and touch your tongue, and you know that that's gone. Like, it's gone. Like, it's donezo. That's
Right.
whatever she hit you with before,
Is-
that's gone.
Okay.
Good luck convincing Alzina to do that.
I tell her this is gonna suck, but you're gonna want it.
She like glares at you, but you see the one thing you notice as she
Oh shit.
has her mouth
She's gonna
held
kill
open
you.
is she's got a dagger in her
Oh no.
hand. At that point,
Yeah, don't do it.
you need to roll initiative.
You gotta turn on her. You just gotta turn on her.
Wow.
And I didn't rest at all, right?
Friend number 2.
Yeah, you guys rested.
I thought they got a short rest in the little
Yeah, a little short rest.
house
Okay.
thingy. That you
Hold on, I gotta take that
Oh,
1
my
second.
fucking God.
You're like, I'm gonna need it. I don't even know what to write down for notes tonight. It's just going crazy.
Just
I
right.
most-
Everything sucks.
Yeah, I don't want to write some of this gross descriptor stuff. Like,
I just mostly
Pound of
wrote down
eyeballs.
the stuff I
You?
didn't want
The
to
last note is Hag, Baby Birds, Magnar.
there you go. That's not a terrible one. I can handle that one.
Yeah, it's a good concise
And then he
way.
vomits.
No, that's where I
Of
draw the
course.
line. The vomiting. Don't do the vomit.
You really keep count of how many times people throw.
Right? You should do like a vom counter.
Yeah.
Gross.
Hey guys, this is your King Ginger. You didn't come here for Face Turn Radio. You certainly didn't come here for happy-go-lucky times of not dread. You came here
Not
for
Allie did. She said.
did.
What is the opposite of
dread.
dread? Not dread.
Not dread.
You're not wrong.
Anti-dread.
So she gets a sneak attack.
Sure. On me or Alzina?
Alzina.
Oh, that's fine.
Dude, she's toast.
Love is
She's gonna get
fleeting.
turned into a frog and eat.
Love is fleeting.
She's
Don't
done.
eat frogs.
Initiative is 21, by the
I'm
way.
advocating
Nice.
for it. It's just
Yep, you both go first.
But she gets a sneak attack, yeah?
She gets a sneak attack, and then you'll get an attack, and then she'll get another attack.
Okay, shoot.
Oh, you can roll. You can attack. You got the card.
I thought she got a sneak attack.
Yeah, you can roll it because I don't have the card.
You have to play
Wait,
Alzina.
Alzina has the dagger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the hag had
No.
No,
Alzina
no.
does. Alzina's
As soon
trying
as
to
the
kill
hag
Hag.
like reached down
That's
and
what I'm
like
saying,
opened
you
her
gotta
mouth,
turn on her.
she literally just went stab right in the neck.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta turn on her, dude. She's gonna get you
so
both
much
killed.
more barf in her mouth.
But I didn't actually say
Plus that
I'm not there.
Anyway.
This is when telepathy was
Well,
very useful.
can I grab her?
Oh no, it's on.
Fuck! Ah!
Just turn around and run.
Just kill her.
Just let it happen.
Okay, yeah, sure. Here we go.
Oh, I meant Alzina.
I have her movements. Do I not battle axe? Okay, so that
Actually,
is-
it's not a dagger. It's actually her axe.
yeah, her axe. Yep. That is gonna be a 21 to hit
Oh yeah,
with sneak attack. She doesn't have actual sneak attack?
she doesn't have sneak attack. She gets an attack though. She just gets to go first.
Oh,
So
garbage.
she gets a full round of attacks, and then you go, and then she goes again.
Okay,
So
so
she
she
has-
gets 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, all it does is 4 damage.
So just as like this goo drops in her mouth, she pops the massive taloned fingers off, swings the axe up, and the Mother Knight gets her head back just in time not to lose her whole head as it just cuts right across the thick of her neck. Okay, what about the second attack?
Second attack definitely misses to 9.
That does miss. You can also spend cards or your inspiration.
Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, nah, she's okay.
Okay, you're up.
So I have Arcane Recovery, do I not? I think I do. Okay, so yeah, I do. Up to the Okay, so just a quick clarification. Once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expanded spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 3.
Yep.
So I could recover 1 3rd level spell, or like a first and a second, or like
Yep.
3. Okay. Do you know what that means? So it's me up or her again?
You're up, and then she's up, and then the hag.
Jesus. Well, since we're doing this, I don't like this at all. I like no part of this. Yeah, let's do the Witch Bolt. Yeah, I mean that's a 23.
That hits.
Yeah, of course it does. I said, as I'm doing, I'm like, sorry. Loyalty.
I'm so confused. Reflexing.
For 21 damage,
Whoa. Okay, nice.
lightning damage.
Okay.
Can I? Is a scroll an action?
Scroll is an action. You can spend your inspiration.
To use a scroll?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the scroll of Irresistible Dance.
Whoa. That sounds fancy. What kind of dance?
She's gonna do a river dance.
It's epidemic tonight.
Unless she can't be charmed, which I feel like she can't be.
Well, is it a roll?
Should be a save.
Does she get a save? Because she gets advantage on saves versus...
Choose one creature that you see
Magic
within the
effects.
range. It literally says, choose one creature that you see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place. A dancing creature must use all its movement to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. While the creature is affected by this spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Yeah.
As an action, like on its turn, it can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So now, if I'm using that scroll, does it have like it's a set DC, or would it be my DC?
It would be your DC.
Okay. So then, I'll use this for that to do that. So then, Alzina's next 2 attacks will have advantage because she's dancing.
Okay, well, do I get a save?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say so. It
I
says
would-
on your turn you
On
get
my
to save.
turn, I get a wisdom save. Dang, that's a really great...
Yeah.
Well done. All right, so Alzina is up.
First attack. Oh man, it's cocked. It was a natural 20, but it's cocked. Yeah, first attack's not gonna do it, Chief. 11.
No. Her skin, her hide is like iron.
Natural 20.
That you don't get it on attack.
Oh, you don't?
No, you only get the
Oh,
Nice.
do I get the
The
other one on
attack?
attack?
You get the other one on
Oh.
attack.
That might be the best thing that could have happened to me.
So it'd be a slashing weapon.
Quadruple damage.
Cool.
There you go. Yeesh.
That literally made the back of my mouth cramp. Like my tongue was like.
That doesn't seem very good.
What's the scroll called?
Something dance.
Irresistible dance.
Auto's
Thank you.
irresistible dance.
Yeah. So that is going to be 6 quadrupled.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. Still there.
All right.
Okay.
But now she's dancing, and that's what she has to. That's all her movement can be. She can't move.
So
She can attack, but it's a disadvantage.
So why did you give me this?
To use the inspiration to use the scroll. You said I could give you that if I want to use the scroll as well.
Well, Xena just attacked twice, so the hag will attack.
Disadvantage.
Yep, at disadvantage.
All right, she'll make one on you and one on Alzina.
This is bullshit.
You gotta do a thing!
I've done nothing but attack her with Witch Bolt.
And I rolled real bad for you,
Great.
and I rolled real bad for her. too.
Awesome.
I will use my legendary action,
Of course.
and you two can make Constitution saving throws.
Whoa. Constitution saves?
She swipes with both of her claws and misses, and then and just a vomit
I knew
of
there was going to be fun.
swamp water comes caustic.
Vomit.
Swamp vomit just comes flying.
Mine is an 18. She's not making hers.
Stand by.
Hers is. Also, I use this, by the way.
What is it?
D4 for the save.
D4.
Hers is not making it. Not a chance.
Well, it's not a huge save.
She's got a 4.
That's not a huge save.
Just misses.
Okay. So, you take...
Me?
Yeah. You take half.
That's bullshit.
You take half of 19.
Okay, so
She takes 19, and she's blinded.
she takes 19 and is blinded.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Until she takes a turn to get it all off of her face.
Okay. So is it our turn again?
Yeah, it's your turn again.
Well, she's gonna do that.
Fuck, why did I do that? I am also going to... New round, I'm going to use a legendary action to autosave on that goddamn dancing spell.
Legendary resistance.
What? I don't like that at all.
I should have done it last round.
Legendary creature.
Right. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was like, what am I doing?
Too many things to keep track of.
Well,
Just got to drop them hammers.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Any descriptions.
obviously Alzina's gonna spend her turn
Just swirling around.
and
She'll attack a disadvantage until she clears her eye line.
well, and then I'll go with Witch Bolt. Obviously, that's my go-to because I don't have any other high damage dealers. Yeah, it's 21.
Oh, yeah. Also, I don't get an extra save against it. I just have to...
12.
Yeah. So it's a great spell to use in this case.
12 damage.
Yep.
And then Alzina. Fuck. 10?
No.
She's not gonna.
Yeah, it was a 5 and a natural 20.
Boo.
8.
Nope. All right.
Yeah.
So
Man, she started so strong.
she is going to... one on you and one on Alzina, and she moves to keep you two separated from one another.
Sure.
On you, she'll... Armor class 18.
18?
Yep.
Hold on.
He's a wizard.
Fuck! Yeah, no, sure.
That hit.
15 on her, but 18 on you.
Oh yeah, 15 misses her.
It's good. 18. You take 5 points of damage, and you make a con saving throw.
I'm gonna turn a hit into a miss.
Oh, you are sneaky. Okay. The damage wasn't going to hurt you, but man, if you miss that con save,
Yeah,
you're going to be paying for
the
it.
second you said that, I was like, nope.
So much vomit.
It wasn't going to be vomit this time. It was going to be something even nastier.
All
You're
of your bones. You vomit.
Well,
We're back.
Hornvite survives. Doesn't die, but doesn't change the fact that I'm dead inside. So.
With my trusty witch bolt.
We're back. D&D after a short technical issue.
I just did the gun
We
thing.
needed a technical reboot.
We needed a reboot.
good.
Because I blew your minds.
Well, I need a new modem.
We're all new characters.
Understandable.
If anyone wants to donate a new modem to the cause.
We're not in.
No, it's CenturyLink's modem, that's the problem.
Anyway, so yeah, exactly.
CenturyLink, get out.
Oh,
Essentially,
better
fix your
modem.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to get at it, and me dying of structure fire.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Tell us how you really feel.
Dude, I feel the same way. My parents have CenturyLink, and my internet cuts out 4 times a fucking day. Like, no joke.
It's real bad.
It's terrible.
So, what are Magnar and Alzina's next move? Oh, guess what? We'll find out after this next round. Torin, you're up.
High five.
So at this point, I'm still just assuming that I cannot, for whatever reason,
Just hold your action.
people are not understanding what I'm saying. So I'm just like going forward. Anything I'm communicating, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
You need a robot to follow you around and
You start to
describe everything.
write things down, and you notice that there is a buzzing around you, and flies start to cover your paper whenever you try to write.
Alright, well, then privately what I think to myself is, if this guy wanted me to kill everybody, he's really making it as hard as fucking possible to do that. So just nothing, like, what's happening with the flies? Like, nothing I'm writing, like, appearing, or, like, I've just, like, forgot how to do it, or...
No, they're literally just covering the paper.
So I can still write through them.
I can cast prestidigitation.
Kind of.
Make the flies go away.
You can.
Okay, I'm just going to write as quickly as I can.
And you just
Explaining
swarm
that I
back
want
it.
to...
You start to be very annoying and bitey.
These flies are pissing me off, Joel.
As quickly as I can, I'm going to write out my intention to try and return to Bethmorn's temple and try and converse with him again, because he seemed to be trying to actually help in this kind of way, as opposed to trying to sabotage me.
Okay.
And how about, do I remember how far away, like how long of a walk that was from where we are?
Indeterminable. You get the feeling that everything moves differently here.
Can I use my Amulet of the Arcane to like make an Arcana check to try and suss that out?
Yeah, you with a disadvantage.
Okay, well the Amulet of the Arcane I have lets me take advantage on Arcana checks.
So regular.
Okay. I've got 3 charges of that a day, so this is 1 charge. Ooh, not good. 7.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Okay. Well, it's my best option, so I'm going to, again, I'm going to finish writing this out on the paper, hand it to Balder, and just start heading that way, because I'm on a time table.
Are you going to go with or Balder?
Yeah.
Okay, you go outside, and you start to walk, and it's black, it's dark, and it's just kind of over near the area where the meat puppets came out of the ground. And out of this taller grass, sprites again kind of make their presence felt.
And these are like the same sort of like semi-friendly-ish ones that led me there before.
And they lead you back deeper into the darkness along what you're realizing is through the wood along the shore of the lake, the moonlit lake, and then along a path. And there are torches along the kind of last 30 feet, and they have a soft green flame illuminating this pathway
Green flame. Sorry.
towards this temple. This temple made of like black wrought iron.
Okay. Just go in. And if I try and speak in here, does that change anything? Like if I start trying to talk to Balder, will he be able to understand me now?
No, Balder, do you speak Draconic?
No.
After trying that for a little while and it not working. And you use prestidigitation. That's a cantrip, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to just kind of pull the paper and pen out and start writing and let them...
No flies in here.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to write out to him and tell him what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and make contact with Bethmorn and kind of clue him into the change in the circumstances and try and implore him to help us in advance, but within our own, like, in the direction of our common interest of trying to get out of this place.
Alright. Clock's ticking, man.
But
So I'll go and stand up in front of like the what was it, like an altar, like a stained glass window or something where he spoke to me before, and I'll try and see if I can get him to appear again.
you can hear soft, padded footsteps in the darkness. You have returned so soon, and you have brought a visitor to my temple.
Bethmorn, there's been a complication in our shared
You
goal.
carry a taint upon you.
Yes, indeed. Too late. Yes. And
The spawn of Lelanthree the Rot grows in your stomach like an unwanted child.
Lock you up.
it seems like you are familiar with the entity that has bestowed this curse upon me.
One
Yeah,
always knows their spawn.
Then I assume you know what it asked of me.
I do not know what my daughter would ask of anyone.
It, in the same way that you have asked me to help you escape from this place, it has asked me to help it seize control by killing and dealing with the same two enemies that you've tasked me with.
Well, they make you perception checks, please.
15.
It's 8, but I've got a pretty good perception.
18, you say?
15.
16 total.
You're catching this very feminine form walking between where the light kind of hits. So right between squares of light back into darkness, wearing a long green flowing white and green robe.
Green robe.
Never looking at either one of you, but speaking kind of into the largeness of the room and allowing their voice to kind of fill the room itself. Vethmorn wants death. She would be happy to see all of this. A rotting, fetid pit. I I simply want out. And I wish to be avenged for being scorned.
In our previous conversation, I'm in agreement with you. And the reason I've come here and brought my companion Balder is that given this new development, I am now on a timetable. I have 24 hours before this creature consumes my heart. And I am just as keen as you to get out of this place, as we discussed, as I have agreed to help you. And I'm wondering if there's something that can be done to...
You are very fortunate. And she puts her hands out, or they put their hand out, and a small sprite lands on it. And they press it, and they kind of move through their hair, and then skirt away. Eyes and ears have told me of the gala that will take place tomorrow. And the Moonlit King will address his court. There, you will do what needs to be done.
I intend to, but killing gods is a new...
He is not a god. He is simply powerful.
If I might ask, what the rapier that you told me of, what exactly does it do? What power does it have? Why is it...
His rapier? He can be killed with it.
Is there a reason for that? Does it have...
It's of him. It's of the moon.
Beyond that, does it have any other properties? Is it more harmful to us as mortals? Or creatures not of this plane?
I am not mortal, and I am also not of this plane. I do not know.
And beyond knowing of this gala, is there any other aid you can provide, again, in service of our common goal? I wish to deceive.
Move their hand out like this, and you see the sprites flood across the room. And behind kind of that stained glass altar, they all in unison pick up what looks like a green robe and fly it over, and all as one work to clasp it around your back. You are able to see when it's moving on the back of it. There is the very stylized picture of a eye, almost looking draconic in nature, and has a single tear dripping from it.
Kind of examine it, kind of look at the... Is it like what kind of color? Is it like a forest green? Or is it like
It's a light green.
a lighter green? The clasp, is that made of any kind of special material that I could just...
It's
not necessarily
made
magical?
of a metal.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure what metal. And it is the head of a dragon.
Like the clasps?
One singular clasp in the middle.
Do I feel any like change come over me when this thing's put on? Do I feel like any sort of like magical...
It's definitively magic. I give you things that were taken from me. I gave them out of affection. I gave them out of trust. And my trust was scorned. I give you my wings, and I give you my breath to strike at my enemy and lay him low before killing him and freeing me from this horrid place of never-ending memories.
Nod. It's a great gift. And we'll go to good use.
They turn and look at you. And what would you ask? Son of the forest.
Feels like we made a deal with, well, some of us made a deal with you people. So,
You have come into my home, and we have similar enemies, as well as similar desires. What would you ask?
who's Loki?
Loki is the son of the Moonlit King. He is who has marked your friend. He is the Eladrin in blue who hides his name from you.
I know all that. What's the problem? It seems like when we met, it's basically the same thing.
The death of the king.
Yep. So why would your daughter want Loki dead?
My daughter wants everything dead.
So is the dragon Vethmorn or is the daughter Vethmorn?
Dragon's Vethmorn.
Okay, right.
The thing you met that put the grub in you is now I can't even pronounce it.
You can just like send it to me in a message or something. Like if it's one of those names.
Lelenthria, the Rot.
Cool.
Alright.
Well, then I guess I mostly wonder how we get that thing out of a friend here.
You do not.
It's done for.
It'll be removed if we kill Loki. Is what I was told. But
There's no
whether or
other
not
way.
I believe that, I'm not sure.
I don't trust the word of my spawn. I would not imagine you to. I have given you great gifts to wreak horrible vengeance upon those who have wronged me. Your life at this point is inconsequential beyond that.
I'll be certainly doing as much damage as I can before it runs out.
You are a pawn in a larger game at
Yeah,
this point.
I get the gist.
But even a pawn can kill a king.
Yeah, I know.
We've actually done that
Been
once
there, done
before.
that.
Before we came here.
So, yeah, alright. I think I get it. Got any tips on killing this king?
Separate the king from his sword. Separate the king from his heart.
It's hard.
And they look. You can catch this just for a moment. This absolute gleam of utter disdain and loathing as they look towards the tower in the middle of the lake. Take his heart and his will to fight will waver.
Alright. I think I'm done.
I am as well. Thank you, Bethmore. I'll do everything I I can to hold up my end of our agreement.
They step backwards into the darkness. And where they were standing, there's 2 potions.
Ooh.
Yoink.
Once per short rest while you're wearing that, you can breathe like you could your normal breath, but you can now also breathe the acid breath
Instead of or also on top of?
on top of.
Nice.
And you can fly. You have a flying speed of 30 feet.
Whoa.
Excellent.
Nice.
Do I just like Superman fly, or do I get like
No, your like cape literally turns into wings.
sick.
Like you let's
You
push it
Dr.
back.
They turn into like green wings, or
Green
they turn into, like,
wings.
do they match like my red scale?
No, like you go from because you're red, correct?
Yeah, I'm a like
You
a
go
brick
from
red. Like
you
not
go
a
from
full
brick red, like you start to fade into green
Oh,
when it
cool.
happens.
Ooh.
Getting kind of lizardy.
Yeah, it's very
Green
lizardy.
ombre.
Are they the same potion?
Green
They
ombre.
are.
Alright. You give one to Torn.
Okay.
You tell what it does.
No.
Cool.
Allie.
What's the name of this cloak so I can make a custom item for it later? Is there a name for? I just called it Vethmorn's cloak.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, skin of Vethmorn.
Okay.
Here we go. She's gonna dip her head under the water.
You see this stunning city. At first you just think it's like the shining, like almost like coral and reef and everything that's building the city, and you realize some of the structure is literally made of giant pearl. I mean, it is. You're like, so much coin, so many pretties, because you see like the front wall around the city is jewel encrusted. And it goes on forever.
It's like her jam.
This city looks like it goes on forever.
Tower.
You just have to become a mermaid.
Right?
That's all it is.
It's fine. That city is a calling, I think. She doesn't know where Roya is. She kind of just jumped into the water on a hunch. So she's thinking city.
You gonna try to swim down there? Or are you gonna try to do something weird beforehand?
Do something weird
I
beforehand.
feel like throwing
It
up.
is oddly specific.
Let's get weird.
Let's get weird.
Can't get weird for another 24
I don't think you
hours.
can sing Song of
Yeah,
Rest
that's
under
good.
the
Yeah,
water.
once per day only.
No, she'll probably just try to swim on down there.
It's a long way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Swimming's not like her favorite thing, so maybe she may have to revisit that before we leave.
Okay.
Because that's interesting. The other option is the tower.
Yes. You're about halfway there.
Okay. We're gonna keep on heading to the tower.
And the water is kind of pushing you along as well to the tower.
Nice.
Okay, so you continue on.
Okay.
Roya, you're in the room. You can hear the footsteps coming up.
How close do I think they are?
I can't turn into a frog.
You can hear them. They are getting closer and closer and closer. What do you want to do?
Okay, so how far up are we from the ground?
You were like 6 stories up.
6 stories. Okay, so here's what I was thinking I want to do. Tell me if it's possible. Is there a balcony?
No, there's a top of the
Somebody
tower.
off.
Remember?
Is there? I know, but I'm looking for a place to potentially tie some rope to like try to jump out and see if we can get on a lower floor.
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, I could. You want to rappel to a lower floor.
Sort of, yeah. I want to see how low I can
Fair enough.
get. If they're coming, steps are coming up. I'm gonna try to
You're
like.
up 6 floors, so you could get all the way to the first floor.
That's what I want to do. Can I do it while holding on to her though?
It'd be a strength check. You better not drop her because she will not survive.
Can I tie? Can I tie?
If
Can
she
I
dies,
tie
she
the-
dies.
Can I tie her at the end of the rope? Like the end of it?
It gives you less rope to get actually into a window.
Get pretty close, right? Like
You're
how
at
much
50
less rope?
feet.
I mean, death will technically separate him from his heart.
I don't know this
No,
though.
like-
I
So,
do.
if I just tie it around her waist, how like do I take me to the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Toss her
fine.
out.
Well, second floor.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. What do I do?
So you tie the knot.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it's gonna hold.
pretty sure.
Make a nut check.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, just hang on. Well, she's gotta go outside and climb the rope.
Wow. Okay. So
She's dead.
She's not only tied her on there. She's fine.
Hey, you might work
she
for
takes a
benefit if
point
she
of
dies, so.
1 point of her
Might be
3
alright.
remaining hit points
Oh god damn
as
it.
she bangs off the side of the
She's supposed to put her feet out.
splash.
She never jumped out of a building before.
No.
Never rocked.
Fine.
She literally ran
Fine.
right back inside. as
Trying
soon
to
as you
save
took
her.
And you were like,
Trying to save her.
"Boo."
I didn't push her mean. I just was like, hang on.
Time to go.
I'm just glad you didn't Spartan kick her off the building.
I'm not Magnar.
So
True.
she
Where's the lie, though?
she's hanging limply from the end of the rope.
I'll calm down.
She may have broken a rib on that fall.
It's
as well.
fine.
It's fine.
She's
some dirt and it
not
should be fine.
getting. She's not gonna. I'm hopefully stopping her from
She's
getting her
gotta
life
belay
stolen
her
away.
down.
She's bleeding.
You're climbing
Possibility.
over the rope and you hear, "My love, my dear, my one, my only, my true heart. I have come to see you. I have
And now yours.
snuck across the water itself just to gaze upon your brilliance. Open the door for me.
If I vomit, does it
Leave.
count towards the count?
Yeah.
Open the door for me.
Please.
Open the door for me. The room starts to
Oh,
shake.
Jesus.
Open the door for me! And you rappel down.
I'm out.
Make a strength check.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that's a 15.
Okay, you get down and you're
Okay.
able to.
I can do
You
that.
have plenty of rope to swing into the second story window.
Untie her and
She's not doing well.
I know. I'm gonna carry.
Actually, neither are you.
That's
Are you both tied for health?
they are.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you
Probably.
both tied?
And your rope is just
Twinsies.
stuck. So
That's fine. The rope's stuck. I get more rope. I buy more rope. It's fine.
I buy my rope.
Buy
It's
more
fine.
rope.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
I buy my rope.
We need to get the hell out of here. So
She's just like, you don't know. You don't know.
I don't. But
Just leave me.
Nope.
It's better than if he catches me. It'll be even worse. Just
either way, it's gonna be over one day. We're gonna try to make sure it doesn't happen, though. Just keep your business out of this. You're not dead.
I know. That's why I'm whispering it.
I'm gonna carry her out.
Sending vibes.
get you go through the
Ew.
winding staircase.
Meditating crow.
The hands were all the way down the staircase, right?
They're everywhere, dude. Those meta
Just throw her
crows.
out the window again.
Well, hey, here you go.
Well, I hope you roll real bad. It's only 21
Can-
feet.
Okay, so can I try calling my mastiffs? Are they still gone?
Yeah, they haven't been here
Okay.
the whole time.
Can't do it. Can I call my Philip?
Our Philip.
It's our
Or
Philip, and
Philip.
they already got called. You can try and then just.
Oh, okay.
This is the same one.
I
between all of
thought.
us?
Is it the same one? I thought we all each had one.
Each have the thing.
You ain't got 6 Phillips.
We could just send our
The
robot
same-
army.
that's my other punk band, 6 Phillips.
That's why I thought we all had it, but we could
We all have one, but we can only use it once a day.
once a day and not one at a
Oh, so
time.
we-
I thought it was
So
one at a
you have a
time.
collective Philip.
Oh,
Ah,
I thought
So
it- sorry.
know
All right,
that
well,
I'm in distress.
I thought it was one at a time.
You have a
so-
gestalt of Philip.
Okay.
Know that I'm
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
in dire straits.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
But not the band.
I am going to give her a rousing speech, and I'm gonna do. We got this. We can get through this. You're gonna be fine. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. I'm gonna give her 15 points of healing.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she doesn't have 15 hit points to begin with, so.
Oh.
Sure. She's full hit points
Oh,
now.
she's squishy.
She's fine.
She's just a
She's
human
squishy.
commoner.
Okay, fine. So she's a little bit hardier.
She is. She's just like, your words have inspired me. But you don't understand. This place is just so foreign and strange, and these godlike beings. And he just took me from a meadow, and I've been here for so long.
That's fine. Let's get you back to that meadow. And I'm gonna give her my longsword.
She's like, no.
You just swing at the things on the stairs. That's all you have to do.
Pointy end.
Just swing at the arms on the stairs. Okay? Whatever you do.
You realize
Don't hit
there's
me.
going to be every chance she swings, there is a 25% chance she hits you.
So what if I
Just
make
so
her
you
go
know.
first?
Own it.
She won't go
Put it
first.
out in front.
She won't go first. That's
if I
fine.
kick
That's
her
fine.
downstairs?
We need to get out of here. So
has a
she's got a
shield.
sword. I got a great sword.
All right,
We're going down the stairs.
5, 4, 3,
Oh God.
down the stairs.
Do I get inspiration for kicking out of a window?
No, you do not ask.
If you would have kicked her out.
What
the
about
window.
inspiring her to be fully healed?
You get to use your power. Stop kissing up.
This is where my dice fail me, so I'm worried about it.
Her down the stairs.
Kick her, but just let her
Nate,
tumble.
I'm not giving you any more
with the sword.
inspiration. Stop.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
It's just a flat 5 before 3, so we're just rolling against each other.
No bonus?
Well, okay, you tell me what you would be using to get her down the stairs.
Whatever you're.
And explain me how
Justify
you're doing it.
your best
I
stat. I would
am...
animal handle for sure.
It was obvious.
Digger one.
Well, he has advantage.
Yeah, he knows.
I would take
So
those hit points away.
She's
so
going.
she's like a wild
So
animal.
she's going before me, so I can't like show her how to do it. I just want to try to coach
You
her.
could perform. I mean, if you were just like parappa the rappering it, and you're like, follow me.
Give her a pamphlet. Use religion.
That was good. Give her a pamphlet. You know what?
I mean, yeah. I mean, other than just convincing her she can do it. I don't. You know, the best I can do is, I mean, performance is still only a +1,
Yeah,
but
let's talk about our
I'm like gonna go first and be like, do what I do.
Okay, so
Going down the
performance.
stairs. I guess it's a +1. It's real shitty, but
That's it. It's the +1.
the real,
Nope.
the real Roy.
Little one.
one.
Oh no!
Oh, give him a card.
Give me your card.
I told you this is
Remember,
where it's gonna
it's
be a
5 before
problem.
3.
Yeah, I know. This is
But
where
I think that's 2 failures.
this is where.
It is 2 failures, but I will give you that for doing the performance. What are you doing this time?
Oh,
You gotta kind of tell me what you're gonna do before.
well,
you
I think I'm just gonna keep trying to push down and hoping she's following me and doing what I'm
You
doing.
try a different technique. You try to use something more physical this time.
I know it works so. It
That
works
so good.
so well. Oh shit!
Shoot.
Oh!
Shoot! I have a lucky. Can I re-roll my 1?
You can, yeah.
Fuck! I have lucky too.
I love how you were like saying like like don't curse, and then you were like
That's a 15.
success.
Forgot I have a lucky.
You basically, you show her like step right, step left, back, up, down, down,
Yep.
left, right,
BA select.
Yeah, baby. Start.
Okay, so
Go.
what's your next move?
She has 30 lives.
Rosebud.
I could have kissed her and given her
Rosebud.
points back.
That's between you and
Somebody
her.
got it. Thank God.
Get consent first.
You kiss her, give her hit points back, and the king walks in on you.
Okay.
Sultry.
It's his aesthetic.
Romance.
I think Sanctuary is only good on me. I just need to
bass music.
look real quick.
I think you can cast Sanctuary on somebody else.
I think-
Unless
It's like, if I knew it was gonna
Yeah, I think
If I
because
knew it was
of
going to
my
be this type of
princess power.
party
You don't even know what a saxophone is, but suddenly you hear one.
in the distance.
It's something I had a weird dream about once.
How he
Hear
starts playing
sweet
the sax
jazz
out in the
noodling.
water.
Okay. I am going to use a princess
Who's gonna eat all
point.
this?
The Moonlight King is dressed like it's dressed like a pizza man.
It's just so much.
I'm going to use a princess point and cast Sanctuary. It has to be on myself.
Oh,
But I'm lactose
princess
intolerant.
points.
I'm gonna try to make it look like. Be like, see, look, if you do it, you can be like this. Like, it becomes power, you become powerful like this.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I'm
Like bull.
trying to, like, pump her up some more and convince her she can do this.
I give you advantage.
I don't know what that is. Advantage?
Sure.
On a straight roll. Okay. I'll take it. I rolled 2 13s.
26.
26!
That's how that works.
You beat me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only rolled a 12. So we got lucky.
And I got real lucky.
Speaking of lucky,
Speaking of lucky,
you have that.
I still have it. It's great. I have 2 left now.
So, what's your next move?
We're still going downstairs.
Yeah, I know, but what are you using next?
Oh.
Deception.
Can,
Your
can,
hair looks great today.
can I? I kind of want to try to do some like show off crap where I like,
Acrobatics.
yeah, like try to bounce off the wall, like run around the wall and Star, you could slash down. 19.
I rolled an 18 and I was like, I got this one. All right, that's 3. You like hold her hand and you actually use the arms as steps to run your way up and then down further. She's just holding on and kind of wildly slashing. All right, next. You just gotta get 2 more and you're down through the door.
Oh God.
You hear from the top. Why would you run from me, my love?
Oh God.
Can I?
Why would you run from me?
Can we drop on our butts and slide down the stairs?
Athletics.
Athletics?
No. Yeah, athletics.
Okay. I thought maybe I didn't know if that was athletics or stealth.
Stones be hurting your butt.
Yeah, they probably were hurt. So.
Roll a con save.
Ooh, that's an 11.
That is a failure.
I'm gonna use
Okay,
this.
reroll it.
You're so lucky.
Oh yeah, I have lucky. I'm gonna use my lucky instead. Get rid of that. 21!
Success. All right, last one. Door's right in front of you. You just got to get through it.
Flying kick. Flying.
Make an attack roll.
Super kick. It's a super kick party.
Make an attack roll against the door.
We're gonna do it together.
Slap the leg.
We're gonna.
Slap the leg. Make it real obvious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you gotta do it like the same
Fuck the
time,
business.
and we're both gonna slap our legs and kick the door at the same time,
Fuck you, Jim Cornette.
right? Same time.
Okay.
Oh God, they're lucky. You can do it. 21!
So you slide down the stairs and dual super kick the door. It just so happens to have a face on the inside of it that does look like Jim Cornette.
That's good. It's good. Kick him right in his face.
And it explodes.
Best session ever.
And now we run away.
You run 3 feet and you're on the shoreline of the moonlit lake, and you can see your friend Allie.
You trip and fall and end up in the city.
Who is
With
right
a giant frog somewhere.
There's a giant frog somewhere. Mulder!
Hey, so you said, so we're leaving the temple. You said that we walked around the lake to...
Yeah, it's kind of like a curve, and there's kind of this dark forest area. It's very poorly lit, but you can kind of see the light of the moon hitting the lake itself.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Balder will...
It's for lovers.
Balder will cast mage armor on himself. He will mutter something about being sick of this shit, and he will make a beeline toward the tower. Does he see anybody?
Which tower?
The one, that one.
Oh, yeah. So you come like charging like towards through the tall grass, out of the darkness and into the light, and you see like Allie swimming, and then just as you're like, oh, hey, what? And then you see Roya and a young human woman super kicking their way out of the door. Of the tower.
How far is the door?
Teaching her how to be tough.
The door is at least 80 feet of 80 feet from the shore of swimming.
So from where I'm standing.
From where you're
like,
standing, it's probably at another 40 feet.
So about 120.
Yeah.
Great. Eldritch Blast
Hey, there it is.
at the young woman.
Yes! That is exactly
Yes! What?
You're supposed to kill the young woman?
Separate the heart.
Oh.
Separate the heart.
Right.
What's happening?
Balder! He knows he lives in the tower. So.
Sam fucking Page! We have been working together for years. I was thinking the exact same motherfucker.
Wait, can I?
She grabs you and she says, I can't believe we made it.
Really quick.
Why?
Really quick. Before, so like as he sees her, I would say like before he Elder Splats, he would also cast Bless on himself and Tor. Because once he sees that shit's going down.
Let's do it.
So never say I didn't give you nothing, Tor.
Never said that.
Is a natural 20.
she's disintegrated. Like she literally.
Suck it!
She
Yes!
literally turns to.
I'm not giving you a card.
She literally turns to ash. So like she's.
He gets no cards
He
for
rolled
killing
a freaking 20. He
innocent
did the
people.
right thing.
He killed an innocent person.
He did the
She
right
wanted to
thing.
die.
How do you know?
Roll.
Or Doug with those levels in there.
Roll
The heart.
a
That just
sanity.
means separate.
That's percentages.
Oh,
Get her
yeah.
out
I
of
don't
there.
trust anything
Below
here.
my
We're
current
going
Get her
full
to
on nuclear
somewhere
mode.
else.
We're doing a
Because we were told we had to
policy.
kill him.
I
I've
rolled
got
two.
24
Not
hours
separate.
to live. I'm killing everyone.
Kickstart
Okay.
the
It's like, this is the worst thing I can come out of the water to see. Like,
Lose
hey,
17
Ryan, what
sanity.
the fuck?
17 sanity? Alright.
You didn't need it.
Damn.
anyway, you're fine.
Like, so you see this woman, and she grabs Roya, and you can see like this moment of like a freedom, of realization of just for however long she's been in this tower, and she's thanking Roya, and she's just starting to.
Hilarious.
Her eyes are welling with tears, and she
Yes.
is giving this heartfelt moment.
Oh,
And you just boom, and you hit her here, and she just starts to magically
That's
deteriorate and
gold.
disintegrate. And the last thing you can see is her eyes turning to look at you with this just surprised look of heartbreak.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
That's good, I
Torrance
love
just gonna
that.
like put a hand on Baldur's shoulder and just say, separate the heart. And just like,
Peace out. Yeah, so then
Make
Baldur...
me a perception check, everyone that is there.
Oh, yes.
Not me because I'm underwater.
oh man. That's okay.
12.
16.
12.
You're surprised.
wait,
you're
just-
not
I have a 12
surprised.
as well.
Wait, sorry, just
You're
a second.
surprised.
Oh,
Wait,
cool.
just one moment here.
16.
You're not surprised.
No, it's not for... Yeah, it's not
Um,
for those things.
is this terrain close enough to be considered swampy?
No.
Damn it, man.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah,
It's always worth a shot.
I got. It's my
You should
favorite
always
terrain.
ask.
It's my favorite terrain. I don't know. We get some good shit if we're in swamps.
You guys are surprised. You two aren't. You could
I'm just like, ha ha ha!
see it
Yeah!
as you crawled up on shore and you looked up and you almost took a step backwards into the water. I mean, as you see this horrific scene unfold, you watch her turn to ash in your hands and you drop to your knees before looking over, not knowing exactly what just happened, when a rapier of pure moonlight steps in front of you and says, "None shall destroy my love," and his hand is on your
It's
shoulder.
fucking on.
He goes, "I will protect you."
Oh, God.
Are you about to be charmed?
Well, I'm kidding.
Now,
No,
now
better
and
you than me,
forever.
girl.
Oh god.
Now and
I saw
forever.
this coming.
Get ready for a case of Stockholm.
should've
My
gone to
beautiful,
nursing.
beautiful queen of my undying heart.
I'm gonna throw up a little bit.
You're not the one being touched.
It's true.
He touches you. Recover 13 hit points.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like you, but...
So I'm gonna have to kill your sugar daddy, Roya.
I don't like him, so go for it.
Clarification before something else happens here. So you said I do acid breath or poison. Okay, so then does that mean I'm doing...
Whatever the green dragon is, I can't remember.
It's poison for the green
It
dragon.
used to be like chlorine breath.
Okay, so just it's the green dragon.
Whose turn was it? I totally lost track of
That was mine. That was all my turn.
Was it?
No, it was my turn.
Oh no, did it move to Baldur's
that was the
turn?
very
Oh,
first thing I
okay.
did was
Did you
smoke
or
the-
did you like fire from like right where everyone could see you, or were you a little sneakier about it?
Oh no, I was just like, look. He wasn't gonna wait.
Don't worry, guys.
Core, you're
I'm
up.
supposed to help with the regicide, but it's fine.
They got this.
Yeah.
So I don't know any of that's going on.
You have no idea. You're like, this city is awesome.
I'm just gonna
It's like,
keep
buzzer went off,
Froggy
big Gar's
swimming down
busy.
to the city there.
You go down to the city,
Yeah.
and Make me a perception check. And you kind of look around.
21.
At first you think there's ghosts. I mean, you like literally start to freak out in your little frog mind.
Little frog mind.
But then what you see
my own mind, thank you.
is they are memories.
Spooky.
Like they're walking around and they're doing their daily business, and they're Eladrin, and they're just memories of something. You're not sure what.
There's just Pepperidge Farm.
The Pepperidge Farm remembers? Is that what you just said? I hate you so much.
They're just Pepperidge Farm farmers, you know? They're just out there. I'll take double inspiration.
You can't have double. You can give it away to someone else.
Who doesn't have it?
Thank you.
Damn you,
Oh.
Pepperidge Farm
Yeah,
guy.
I'm gonna give you a card,
Pepperidge
even though I
Farm
don't like
remembers.
it.
Pepperidge
Don't
Farm
like it,
remembers.
but you still get one.
Robert has Pepperidge Farm.
I get from
All right,
Oh,
I
right.
hope it was a crappy one.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you're 20.
so
Was it okay at least? No.
you're seeing like
The card. Okay, good.
guards moving around the city and like marching, but you're also seeing like children at play. You're seeing just this very idealized, very beautiful, like scenic city moving, like living and breathing, except for it's all smoke and mirrors.
And are they
It's all smoke and
Eladrin?
mirrors tonight. Yes.
Smoke and mirrors involved.
It's
Vomit and mirrors.
So they just seem to be going about their daily lives. Are they? Do they seem
Maybe
to be
another
going to a
perception
specific place? Oh, 24.
You look a little harder, and you realize what you've seen above is just a much, 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 much smaller version of this. Like maybe just as if someone took bits and pieces of this larger city, as if it was falling apart and just stuck them together randomly to cobble together what it could. Like this is the actual breadth and scope of its entirety.
Do I see a similar tower to the island it's above?
That's the thing you're missing. But you see the palace you were in. You see the Moonlit King's palace. You see the observatory you were in. You see those things.
Can I go to the Moonlit King's palace?
Yes, you can.
Do I see any actual corporeal things there, or is it all memories?
It's all memories.
What do I see?
You see the court is full and they're engaged, and you see people who are fluid in what they and who they are. They don't seem to be stuck in this form. And the throne is empty, except for lying across it is a rapier.
Can I?
And that's when we'll go to Matt. You're up.
I'm doing great.
Doing great. Everything's great. All right. What do you want to do?
What does it do? I know that I play a part in this regicide at some point.
Maybe if you put on her clogs and you click your heels together 3 times, and you say there's no place like regicide.
There's no place
Like
like
regicide.
I'll join the group.
It'll find us eventually.
Actually, you hear
The dude?
footprints. Or footprints. You hear
Oh, I
footsteps.
with an intelligence score of mine, I can hear footprints.
You know, you don't even hear. You hear the rustling of grass.
Ah,
He doesn't step
floats.
on
That pretentious asshole. They're rubbing it in my face all the time. He knows I don't have spell slots.
the ground. He comes. You see your blue armored friend.
I'm like,
float in.
hey, let's. It went good.
Oh, the delicious irony of this. One less person to talk.
Right. Yeah. We did it.
A good plot always needs to tie up. And he looks both of you kind of with a very strange look and a crooked smile says loose ends. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but we're not loose ends. Let's make that clear.
No, but your friends will be.
What? You're gonna kill them?
I've obviously found the right duo to do the job.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We give ourselves one of these. They're pretty good too, I think. It's been a while. I don't know if they've gotten rusty. They might even be dead already. I don't know.
I will ensure that you're ready, and then I will make sure you're there. And when they are at their weakness, and the king has been dispatched,
Shit, they're gonna kill my friends.
you will finish the job.
Yeah, sure.
And then you will be my left hand, and she will be my right hand.
Oh, can it be the... Which one's more important?
Usually right.
Because I'm more of a right-handed... My handedness is right, yeah. Is that cool with you? I give him one of these.
I see you have taken her boots.
Yeah.
You've earned them. And then he reaches down inside the fire where you burned her stuff, and he picks up one of the burnt sticks. He takes an eyeball and he puts it on there, and he pulls like energy from the ground itself, like where there was this very verdant green swamp grass, and he literally causes it to decay, pulls the life energy out of it, and puts it in this wand and throws it across to you. He says, I think you've earned that.
The hell is this?
Well,
Does it look like a stick with like an olive on it?
no, it looks like a wand with an eye on the end of it.
Yeah, but like... Yeah. I'm all about it. Yeah. What does this do?
Well,
Do I have to take a short rest with this?
you do.
Yeah, I know.
But you two will be taking a long rest because tomorrow evening is the gala and you'll need to be ready. I'm sure she can find many an item inside in the numerous chests
Hag's
that the
house?
hag used on people
the
that
loot.
stumbled across her lair. I wouldn't dig too deep.
Right. Yeah, no. I assume
Deep
that if
enough
we
to
opened
take
anything...
what will assist you in ensuring that there are no witnesses who can name our conspiracy.
Yeah. I have a hag's wand.
Delight, Warlock, in the chaos we are about to sow, as I will set upon the throne and laugh mirthfully.
Oh god, I want to kill this guy so bad. You know, the funny thing
He
I'm a
reaches
wizard.
across and he puts his hand in the back of your neck and he
You
says,
kill me, you son of a
he says, do not even think of betraying me.
You got it.
I knew I could count on you.
I'm an easy sellsword. I'm ready to go.
And
I've
then
got no loyalties.
He floats off into the mists of the swamp.
We're just hanging out the hag's way? Dope.
Alzina looks at you and she says, we're not going to really do this, are we?
Well, yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know what we're doing. We're here for it.
We're just gonna wing it.
Yeah, no idea.
We're literally gonna do whatever we need to, is what I tell her.
She walks in and starts digging through the first.
She's gonna open something that's like PWK fucking locked. And
No, she just
die.
opens like she what looks like it's just a trunk. She goes through a couple of trunks and she finds some very good armor, and she finds what is definitely like an ornate axe. And she takes the axe out and she rubs the blood of the crocodile on it and the ashes of the witch, and she says, this axe needs a name. I will call it Hag Slayer.
Yeah, I like that.
So she has a +2 battle axe.
+2 battle axe. Dope.
And she finds +1 armor.
Okay, that's... Oh, Jesus. She's a tank.
Your wand
Yeah. Ready.
is a wand of many eyes. So you get 1 charge. No, let me go back. You get... Fuck, I can't remember how many eyes a beholder has. How many eyes does a beholder have? 8?
A beholder?
Yeah.
I think 8.
It depends on the kind of
How many
beholder.
eyes does that beholder have?
Because some of them only have like 3 or 4, but
Hold on.
there are ones that have.
Let's take a
9 or
goth
9.
only has 4.
I think it's 8.
But there's a few of them in like.
How many eyes does a beholder have?
10.
10.
Aha!
Okay. Then you get
Beat me to it.
8 charges per long rest.
Oh, shit. Of what?
You will roll on the random beholder eye table, and that's what happens.
Ooh.
That's great.
Wow.
Sans the disintegration rate.
What?
No, I'm kidding. You get that.
That's all I'm rolling, baby.
No disintegrations. No disintegration.
No disintegration.
Only disintegration.
Yeah, unless you're watching The Mandalorian, and then it's all disintegrations. It's like, hey, do you hate Jawas? Guess what? You're gonna see a lot of those suckers dusted.
So we take a long rest inside.
I'm assuming you two are taking. Do anything else you want to do while you're taking your long rest?
Kind of just talk about what we just went through.
Okay. Well, what do you want to
Start a therapy group.
Yeah.
Right? Talk it out.
Tell her what she did was stupidly brave, and I admire that she was so willing to go so headlong into that battle with somebody clearly more powerful than...
She kind of sits there for a moment, and she says, she finally looks up at you, and she said, I knew you would, when push came to shove, I knew you would protect, and I knew you would fight with me.
Always.
And that if I was going to die, you were going to die right beside me. She thinks for a moment, she says, but I meant what I said. They will all die before this is over.
Do it.
I'm not here to stop you.
They have...
I'm just here to tell you to do it at the right time.
She kind of takes a moment. She seems like she's ruminating over it. I'll try to. I'll try.
Understandable.
So, and she takes her armor, this new armor, and kind of makes sure everything fits, and you guys do a little bit more digging around. But you tend to find a lot of weird stuff that's really like not stuff you want. Kind of gross.
Makes sense. Take it all. Is there anything else? Nothing else worth taking?
Sure. You know what? Let's, for funsies.
I mean, we did kill a hag.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't demean yourself. Oh, one thing you do find.
Oh shit!
This will be fun.
Is it a deck of many things? Where I pull one card and die instantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it would go.
No,
for me.
but you open a chest and it only has one thing in it staring back at you.
Oh, what is it? A
It's
mercenary?
The Troika deck that you know that, well, just from chatting on your trips with so far, talking to Belinda Venn, it's used by the Vistani to tell the future.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're like, that's oddly fitting.
I'm all about it. What's it called?
The mercenary card. You're not sure what it means, but I want you to roll a d4, please.
D4.
So I want you to roll a d12.
7.
You find a cryptic scrawl in a sealed envelope and a sword with a blade fashioned as winding, licking flames.
A cryptic scroll?
Yep, scrawl.
Scrawl?
Yep.
A sealed envelope.
That's in a sealed envelope.
Oh, it's in a sealed envelope.
Yep, and a sword with a blade fashioned as winding, licking flames.
Okay.
Oh, it is a scroll. It's just a bad editing on that. Roll another d12.
Oh, yeah. Loot? 11.
A masterfully crafted set of armor embossed with the mythic scene of warring gods.
What is it? Like, is it like plus something armor?
I don't know, you can identify the items.
Yeah, because I have identify.
Alright, so the scroll is a wizard, 6th level wizard spell scroll.
Oh, yeah!
I will choose the scroll, or
Okay.
that will choose the spell. The sword is a sword of flame tongue. The armor is a +2 armor. And it is, if she puts it on, it will fit her. It will fit the armor style she wears. It just adapts to her.
Okay. Damn, she's really a tank now. She's got like paladin AC.
Okay.
Awesome.
The spell, you'll have to look up what Flame Tongue does because I don't.
Yep, that's fine. I have it down so I can look it up.
6th level wizard spell. Ooh, you get a scroll of magic jar.
Magic jar.
Limitless jelly.
I'm all about that.
Oh no,
It's like a
no.
flask. It's
delicious.
like a bottomless flask, but only for preserves.
Magic jar is a far more interesting spell. than
Yes.
I assumed. I assumed.
that. Okay. Top of the pop, Doran.
Okay, so we're
I'm assuming you're long resting from here on out.
Yeah.
So orientation. Where am I guess, in position to this of the king? Right, where like I was with Balder, and we all kind of have inadvertently congregated around the Moonlit King, correct?
He's across the lake.
Okay. I'm with Balder.
You shot him from across the lake.
You're 120 feet away.
120 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, I've been thinking the lake is way bigger than it is. All right. I am going to.
I mean, 120 feet is still pretty big.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking it's like miles across. Like,
Oh.
I was thinking it's huge.
Nah.
Okay.
Although, as you well know, space doesn't work the same way.
Right.
True.
Well.
Great sword, long sword, rapier, scimitar,
Okay. I guess
short
at this
sword.
point, I am going to
Longsword.
use. Do we? Can we? Are you? Are you playing as we can take a potion of healing as a
No.
bonus action?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, I'd like to do that. I've got 3 of them, I think, from when we started still. And those was 2d4 plus 2, I think is what I had in here. Yeah, 2d4 plus 4. So I have, I got 7 hit points back, so I'm back to full health. And I'm going to put a little bit of space between myself and Balder, like 15 feet, and longbow and take a shot across the lake.
God, I have healing potions. Jesus.
So for me, that'll be a +9 to hit. That'll be an 18.
Oh, man.
It's just been sipping on healing potions while you lazily floated across the
Sorry, I'm not on the right page.
Forgot I am.
Oh, my time.
Okay, so that'll be 1d8 plus
How sad is
4
that? I'm suffering over here.
piercing damage.
Forgot I have healing potions.
7 piercing.
No.
7 points of piercing damage.
Your new man healed you.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah, 7 points.
Sugar daddy got it.
Gross.
So I'll use my bonus action, and and at this point, I think I will use the rest of my 15 feet of movement to. Sorry, no, I'm not going to use any more movement. I'm going to be done. That's my turn.
You shoot him,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely seems to kind of hit, but it also goes through him.
So does it look like it does just reduced damage, like it's not like being as effective normally, or does it just look like he's not being hurt at all?
You're not sure. You know, the arrow slowed.
Okay.
Allie, you're on the shore.
I am.
You've just seen, now Torn, you just seen an arrow come flying off the shore, flying towards what you assume is the Moonlit King, who stands over in a protecting fashion, stands over Roya.
I approach
Okay.
with the full intention to persuade him.
Okay.
So as she approaches, my liege, and she bows. Allow me to please assist my lady. I can't leave her with no one at her side. It's my sworn duty.
He says, "Inside with you, I will handle these knaves."
Ever been called knave before?
May I take my lady with me?
I will defend her till my very dying.
Of course you will. I would crave a word with her and to ensure
Make
her.
me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. Oh God. That is an 11.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I contemplate my navel.
Is this really better than
Yeah.
that? He
there.
seems to be very focused, but he also seems to be very sure of what he's going to do. So any attempt at flattery doesn't seem to be, or even court etiquette doesn't seem to be affecting him.
Okay.
But he does usher you into the tower.
Okay. By myself or with Royal?
He's got Roya behind him, and he is roughly 5 feet in front of the door, or what remains of the super kicked door, which is reconstructing itself.
Oh, jeez.
Dope. Should feel like an extra badass that you broke it.
I feel like it's probably an amazing feat, but
True.
I've never super kicked anything.
Can I take advantage of the fact that he's focused on what he wants to do and try to not go through the door? Sidestep,
You
go
wanna
around the
sneak?
tower. Yeah.
Make a shift.
Make a shiv roll.
A stealth check. God damn.
Make a shiv roll.
Is she making a basilisk check?
That's a
I'll take that
16.
thing with you.
No.
Yeah, you're able to slide right around the outside of the tower.
Can't spell chivalry without shiv.
Do it.
If I do this, I'm dying.
No.
Like, that is what's happening.
You guys assume that this king is super powerful.
Mass
I think
fire.
you're fucking
Focus
wrong.
fire. Everyone point your guns at him and shoot.
I can't help it.
He's clearly... No, like, here's the thing. I saw an arrow go through him. Like,
So-
I saw that happen.
And not like blood come out behind
Yeah,
it.
like,
when-
to her it
Well,
makes no sense to strike.
The fight's on.
Roya,
He's
he
gonna try and
reaches
fight
down
us, so.
and he touches you.
I don't like it. Bad touch.
It's called inflict wounds and it sucks.
For 16 healing points.
No, he likes
Oh,
me.
he
That's the problem now.
loves
Like,
you.
like he really likes me, and that's not good.
He really
This guy
likes
seems
you.
like he's probably not all there.
And
No,
then
the
he
problem is
will
I have to be healed up so he can leech off of me.
Ah.
Because that's what he was doing with her.
use his shadow slip, and he will appear in front of you, and then back in front of the tower. And when he appears in front of you, you don't get an attack of opportunity, and he will make his attack with his rapier.
Oh, you guys are fucked.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
No, I believe in you.
20 on you.
Nope. I mean, yeah.
21, I'm sorry. 21.
20, no, 21, sure.
My class is 18. With the mage armor on.
Oh, the archer.
Yeah, which I'm wearing.
You are. This is true.
Take 8 radiant damage
Okay.
and
What's your move to? So you're fine.
8 slashing damage.
Okay. Jesus. Yikes.
Alright. Torin. Armor class 19.
That is a hit.
It's for 5 slashing and 9 radiant.
Okay. So 14 total.
And then he will use a legendary action to push you into the door and step right beside you. And the door just slowly starts to build itself in front of you.
I can't do anything to counter that.
No. And that is when we go to... Whose turn is it? I get so lost in this sometimes.
I think it's my turn.
I think it's Ray's turn.
No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
you're...
sounds
was-
right. That
it was-
sounds right.
Okay,
Torin and then Allie.
yeah. So yeah, you're sneaking around the tower.
Do I see this? Do I see this door thing happen? No, because I'm.
Perception. Just give me perception. 'Cause you're pretty smart. You keep your eye out for things.
Like getting pushed off that.
15.
Yes.
Okay.
The door is literally remaking itself out of the parts that it was destroyed by. So you're seeing like parts fly back to the door.
You're like, fuck, that's cool.
Like a mend spell on steroids.
Dope. Now you want to take his side.
Thaumaturgy won't work while it's mending itself back together, will it?
What
Yeah.
side of the tower is she on? Does she see my rope hanging from the one side?
There's a story there.
Roll me a dice. Odd or even.
Evens. Damn it!
It's on the other side of the tower.
Damn it! That would have been real good.
What is this rope here?
Yeah, Roya, there is a story there.
This looks like Roya's rope.
It's got her name carved on the bottom.
It's engraved.
Rope! There's a man in a well! What?
It says sparkles all over.
Yeah, it's glitter.
It's a glitter rope.
It's a glitter rope.
You could see it mending itself, and you know the first floor doesn't have any windows, but the second floor does.
Okay,
Roya, what are you doing?
think about this.
Get it, jump in.
He's creeping me out. I'm going to choose 2 of my points.
Okay.
I guess they're called Majesty points, not Princess points. Close enough.
You should call it.
I'm called Princess,
Princess
points.
points is way better.
Princess
I like
points
Princess
now.
points. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on him.
The suggestion, a charm spell.
It is. Can you not be charmed at all?
Girl, I just
This is a fight.
Can I run up?
This is a fight.
Can I run all the way up the stairs and slam the door in his face?
Yeah.
Run all the way up the stairs.
We can't let it up like 6 flights of stairs.
Why not? Athletics.
Does he heal her a little more with his attack of opportunity?
Before you leave. Why you got to go?
Because you call me girl.
No, but I love
Lord, watch you
Oh
leave.
no! Oh no! Oh, he's getting creepier.
So you
Does
take
he
off.
keep up with me, I guess?
Not right now. It's not his turn.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take off.
Okay.
As far as I can get.
Okay.
Up the stairs. I'm assuming the hands are not leaving me alone.
They're not
Rolled an
attacking.
injury when you
Okay.
fucking havoc, I just took 10 points of radiant damage.
I get it.
All right, Beholder, you're up.
Can I double move if I don't do anything else? Okay.
So he went into the tower. Great. Balder will say to Torin in Fidalkin that we need to kill him in the tower, remember?
Mhm.
And
You
then-
hear a voice from the darkness. Both of you do.
Not now.
Cool.
Don't overplay your hands. Wait until tomorrow. I haven't even equipped you yet with instruments to slay him.
Well,
That's my cute little
thank you
sleep cock.
for the advice. It's a little late.
Jesus
You,
Christ.
Yo!
you have taken one advantage away from him,
Yo, what the hell?
but taking his heart can come in many forms.
Let me one down.
I'm going to interpret that as we need, in addition to any other esoteric reasons that we might need a heart, we're also going to have to take his actual heart, probably.
Or a sharp, sharp knife in the back from someone he has fixated himself on again.
We haven't seen, we have not been able to perceive that she's, okay, yeah, we don't know that.
Well,
You don't know how many mortals he's drug into that tower, constantly bemoaning his love, cowing to them.
Is he mad? I'm straight up asking the voice if he's actually crazy. Like, if he's been here for so long, he's lost his fucking...
Loki's head kind of comes just out of the darkness enough for you to see it. He goes, everyone here is mad. We've been here for thousands of years. The longer you're here, the more mad you'll become.
yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, feeling that.
Come, into the darkness.
So it's like this darkness that we're seeing in our mind, is it also, or like, are we just like somehow visibly like inside of our own heads, or?
No, he's just like on the edge of that forest dark
okay.
area.
Oh, okay.
And he's trying to usher you out of the light. We don't want the king to get a good look. That way it's harder for him to spot you during the gala tomorrow when you finally make your grand entrance. Bells of the ball you'll be.
I feel like you got a pretty good look. Don't you? Kind of looks down at the gaping wound across his chest.
It's a matter of whether he paid attention.
He did just sort of pop in and out quickly.
What do you say?
Okay, but Joey, I think at this point, anything we can do to increase our odds of completing the task we've been assigned.
You said he's weak in his power. That's
If you
where he
can
is
get
right
it,
now.
if you can get in, and if he stays,
Just got super kick it.
Out of character, just for clarification, do we know that this gala is in his tower tomorrow? Is that a piece of information that we've picked up during these interactions with these various entities who clued us into it? Okay. You?
he just doesn't go there often.
Go to the tower.
But apparently, one of your friends paid it a visit, or a few of your friends have paid it a visit and gathered his attention.
And there's nobody else
Right.
around us at this point.
So
It's
how
just
are
the
we-
two of us? Okay.
How are we going to stay conspicuous at the gala? He already knows who Halleys are.
If he has paid attention to it, Balder, have a little faith.
A little short.
I am nothing if not a master of lies and deception.
That's a good sign.
Can I...
You
Yeah,
will
I
be dressed impeccably to be unnoticed, to get close, and when the moment is right, to strike him down at your leisure.
Can I...
Literally nothing can go wrong.
I guess what I'm
It's just
wondering
a
is if
room
there's a
full of
way for me
lions.
to tell whether or not he is going to be... If he's going to react poorly if I tell him about the grub. Okay, so can I take an insight check or something to
Yeah.
get a sense of that? Okay. I don't have very good insight. But...
Great insight.
Natural 20!
I told you.
You think he would?
He would be, like, at me or at the other thing?
You think you kind of get the impression if he could kill the rot, he already would have.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just probably kill you.
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything then. I'm just going to keep that to myself and
Acceptable loss.
a sort of and under the I guess assumption that he might already know about it anyways, because I don't know how the magic works here, and Torin is not a wizard.
Says it on his business card, not a wizard.
This is how I react to like understanding magic.
Not wizard.
Not wizard.
I don't know. That's why I have the amulet.
Can I tell if he's the Loki I think he is? Okay, that's
Make are you the Loki I'm looking for? Roll me a insight check.
That is Cox. That is, I'm going to use my inspiration on
I need a blue
that.
card,
Nope.
Do
please.
you want me to use my inspiration?
No, thank you.
You're my inspiration. You bring meaning to my life.
If you'd like to, I'd like to succeed on this.
Alright.
Alright.
There you go.
That is, okay. I'm going to use this card. Roll a
Just
10.
dropping all this
Hey, I want to know.
big money cards on this.
Fuck.
I've got an inspiration too if you need
Is that a
that.
1?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, to be honest, Boone gave me this one, but I think I still have my other one. So there's an extra one floating around.
It's not the way inspiration.
You told Boone to give it to someone, and he gave it to me inappropriately because I had one.
No.
It was my fault.
I'm going to let it
Jesus.
drop. I know, that was bad. Nope.
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 That's the game telling you.
I still have another
It's the
one.
game telling
At
you
this
no.
point, I'm
It's
not throwing
fine,
another
no.
one. I don't want to. I
Are you
don't.
sure?
I just want to
Yeah,
save
it's fine.
it for something.
Yeah, you can always earn them back.
Yep.
It's a fun thing about inspirations.
But sometimes
Just say
Gotta
dumb-
be creative.
Just say dumb shit.
True.
Read it back.
that's why they're hard to earn.
So what do you want?
Precious.
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah, just shoot on him and just be like, "Yo, brother."
No, brother.
Yeah, I'll ask. He'll be like, are you who I think you are? I saw you.
You
When you held my ball, I saw you.
Give him crypt winks.
He just grins and winks. And then
Yeah.
shoots finger gun.
Yeah, let's go.
And I don't know anything about your okay, yeah. And so
So, yeah, he's like, yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yep. Baldur's gonna step into the darkness.
let's go.
Okay. You are back in the chamber. What does Allie want to do?
She wants to get to Roya.
Okay.
Is the door still mending back together, or is it?
It's mended.
It's mended. What's the king doing?
They're inside the tower.
They're both inside the tower. I use knock.
No, I knew it.
The door says, "Ah, you can't come in."
Yes!
snap.
Talking doors.
The door talks.
Do you say something?
Can
when
I
it's super
persuade the door to let me in?
Answer me these questions, please.
Perhaps.
Do
Perhaps.
it.
That
Do
DC
it.
Put the coin in the slot.
24.
What are you telling the door? Tell me a tale that I've never heard before. Maybe I'll open.
I can tell you many. She'll tell the story of Laryl Silverhand.
Tell
The
it that
open road of
riddle about
Waterdeep.
the one person. that
Start from
tells
the beginning
truth
in
and
real
one tells a
time.
lie.
I don't know how long it is.
Had it.
Hate it.
Had it.
Heard it.
Said it.
Heard
I
it.
rolled a 20-7 and he hates it. This is a tough crowd.
No, heard it.
He's
Heard it.
He heard it. Oh.
No. Tell me more about you.
About me.
Oh.
Everyone's heard of Laurel Silverhand. Who are you sneaking around these parts? Catching the eye of the king.
I hope he can give you one of these.
Huh? Say no more, say no more.
Winks at you.
Wink, wink. Nudge,
As much as
nudge.
the door
Say no
can.
more.
Say no more.
How does the door do a finger count?
I suppose it depends. Right?
The knob just goes.
Just pretend it's British Riley Jackson.
Oh.
Ew.
Cockney Riley Jackson.
Panties
Oh my
dropping
God.
everywhere.
What I'm imagining is it's not Riley Jackson.
No, they
with the
don't.
legit Cockney
No,
accent. I'm imagining it's
no.
Riley Jackson doing a
No.
Cockney accent.
He's failing his interception roll.
Oh.
That's a thing now.
There it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An interception roll
Yeah, it's a real thing now.
for D&D?
He's just ahead of the game.
Yeah, he was just a year ahead of it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right.
I suppose it depends what you want to know about me.
Tell me a tale you've never told anyone else.
Don't fucking lie to the door.
Do it. I want to know.
It'll eat you.
I can
I see.
smell a lie.
I left my friends to die intentionally to
Oh!
save my life.
Right.
I'm sure you'll tell
Ooh,
Oh.
juicy.
That just
Juicy.
sounds a big deal.
You'll tell that door, but you won't tell
Listen, Linda!
Did they deserve it? Did they deserve to die alone and screaming in the depths, knowing you left them?
No.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Opens up.
Cool. I like it.
Good talk.
Good talk. I'm glad we had this conversation today.
You walk in.
Everyone needs therapy here.
There's a little
Therapy
kind of
doors.
foyer area. Sitting on the third step up is the Moonlit King. He's softly weeping into his hands. The door shuts behind you.
I can't believe you left your friends to die.
I mean, friends is a strong word.
You've survived. How amazing. But I'm afraid my love has been so startled by what has gone on here. She's fragile, you know. She's
Oh, yes, very, very fragile.
stormed up into the top floor and cast me aside in a fit of womanly rage.
You know, we're fickle like that. I'm sure it has.
They might have called it hysteria at one time. Or I heard on Sawbones.
Restlessness.
Perhaps she's in exquisite pain.
Yeah.
Exquisite? What are you, H.R. Giger? His butt hurt real
Listen.
bad, Justin.
Listen to Sawbones if you don't. It's amazing.
I'm sure she just could use some comfort of the feminine kind.
Oh, perhaps you're right. I've never thought of that.
Alright, I love this guy. He's fucking weird.
I've never thought of it.
Creepy, but fucking weird.
Let me go talk to her.
Yes. You will go talk to her.
Yes.
And you will tell her of my magnificent love.
Of course. Yeah.
How it cannot be taught
Yeah.
among any realm.
That.
And how I draw
Yep.
from the moon itself.
Totally that.
And then I bring, and literally manifests like this giant bushel of flowers made of crystal. And then I give her this as a mere token, the smallest smidgen of my affection for her.
She grabs the
And
basket.
and only her.
I was picturing
I
Alex.
will
She
love
literally,
her.
like, as he's talking, grabs the basket. Great, going upstairs.
I will love her like I've loved no other
Yep.
for all of eternity.
Great. Awesome. She takes the basket upstairs.
Oh, also gala tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will send dresses.
Perfect.
It's formal.
Great. Thanks.
Look nice.
Yeah. That's.
I will send elves to dress you
Oh, for God's sake, just go.
and food.
Great. Awesome. Great. You can go now.
And don't worry, I put all the wards back up on the tower.
Great.
No one will be able to get in or out.
That's wonderful. Thanks. Wonderful. Great.
Bye.
Goodbye.
If this guy wasn't so creepy,
She walks up the stairs and like mutters in her breath like, "This is why I'm bloody single."
And he walks out, but then he puts his head back in. He goes, no, bye.
she'll walk upstairs and just kind of like tap on the door. And is it?
You are looking out, and he's like got that little kind of jump step as
Yeah.
he's walking,
Oh my God.
walking across the water, like he's just like.
evil Tom Bombadil.
She'll like knock on the door and like
God.
open it, and she's just standing there with like a basket of flowers and just looks completely drab. Like,
Oh, thank
Boy.
God it's you.
you know how to pick them.
All right.
Don't pick him.
With that, we go to Core.
Yeah, Froggy going.
He's the king of Atlanta.
He's still a frog. I love him. He's still a frog.
Hey, what'd you do this episode? Oh, I was a frog.
Hey,
I was a frog. I put
Stayed
it.
alive, didn't take any damage.
I got
was
a
frog
giant
the whole
sword.
time.
I mean, I want to get that rapier.
You go get it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Is Diana?
Core,
with me?
frankly, has done the best out of us this entire
No.
I forgot about Diana. Oh, she's
entire
gone.
session.
Vaporized a young lady.
Diana is with those two.
Oh, okay,
Baked
perfect.
different.
Well, she's
Here.
with us?
You can have Diana.
Terrifying. All right.
Don't kill her too.
Good luck.
Please?
I would not.
Are you sure?
She's not potentially part of like an evil prophecy,
If-
so
if-
she's safe.
If I
Or-
recall, she really likes
mean-
me. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, loves ya. You're about as perceptive as the king.
Hey, the king is
Hey.
just.
Diana, let's.
He's just waiting for that to spin all the way around.
Hey, Diana, let's go. Take a look at what's off the balcony here.
How about Jesus Christ?
So anyway, that's fine.
So,
Yeah.
you go down
Mhm.
the sword. Are you still saying the frog form?
I'm-
Use your giant frog.
yeah.
Giant frog.
Okay.
Great big froggy.
You're able to pick the sword up.
Excellent. Can I? So I've got this tongue thing.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Ow.
It's got an eyeball. on it.
See a doctor.
It does not have an eyeball on it. So
Not
the
yet.
giant frog has a swallow action, which doesn't sound great. So basically, the frog makes a bite attack
Nope.
against blah blah blah, and then puts the creature in their mouth. Can I just do that with the sword?
Yep, roll me percentiles. Don't roll over an 85.
Is it
Oh,
sharp?
that's not a problem.
It's a sharp sword.
Very sharp. Is what we're
Is this
That would
the
be
rapier?
29.
You're good.
Is this the rapier?
Found something.
Or you found just a sword?
Oh, it is.
Right.
Well, you said it was a rapier.
It is a rapier,
Excellent. All right.
and it does appear to be made of light.
Excellent. I can't wield a rapier, so someone's gonna have to do something with this. All right, so I'm gonna take the sword and I'm gonna swim up to the top.
Okay.
Not any problems.
No, it's again, I mean, you've probably been a frog a couple times, or at least an amphibian a couple times. This is the best liquid you've ever swam in. It's feel great. You crawl out of the water. I'm assuming you go back to your human form.
I'm gonna stay as a frog and get the sword out of my mouth before I turn back into a human.
Are you out of the water?
Not yet. I want to pop my head up. I'm gonna pop up toward the island because that's where other people I saw were going. And I see no one, I assume.
See no one.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of look around. I don't see anything. I don't really want to mess with the tower, so I'm just gonna go back where we came from.
Screw you guys! Okay, you go back towards land.
Yep.
Okay, you get there relatively easy.
Alright, so I'll get up onto land, and then I'll kind of spit the sword out, and then turn back into me.
You pick it up.
Yes.
It's like picking up an apparition. It looks like moonlight, but when you pick it up, there's no weight. It moves like mist.
Okay.
It is literally a ghost sword.
Sweet.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to get back into the room we were in to begin with.
You get back in.
Okay.
Diana, Torin, Balder are all preparing to be led into a room when you get there.
For clarification, just when this cloak that I've got, when it was put on me, did it just turn into wings and I've just got wings now, or does it just like it'll
It's
do
a cloak. You have to
Okay.
activate.
I just wanted to sure. I wasn't sure what the visual of it was. Okay.
Alright, so there's apparently some sort of spectral city underneath the...
Loki's sitting there.
Oh.
Ooh, tell me more about what you found.
Ixnay on the X controls. I don't know how to do big one.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, don't.
Alright.
We're running out of time.
Time for what?
I promised you weapons.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I promised you the opportunity to gather items that will help you kill the king.
It's 2 right now, guys. I'm doing okay.
Behind that wall, or not wall, behind that door, you will find an armory. Take what you will, but remember, everything you take has a cost.
I assume that's not gold.
Everybody's got a price.
And everyone is going to pay. Door opens. You walk in, and it is an armory.
Balder's gonna. Wait, is Loki coming, or is Loki not coming to the armor?
I have no need to enter. I will not be raising a blade.
If Loki doesn't go, Balder's gonna lag behind for a hole.
Okay.
Like, is there anything for me in there? You already gave me a weapon.
There's armor. There are other slight items.
Do I get it?
But that, there is no equal to that. There is no Kingslayer like what you wield.
I think so. Do I get a special discount? I mean,
You do not.
how'd you get here anyway?
I am merely an.
I mean, I know we already talked about here, greater sense. How'd you get just points to here?
I am but an aspect. Trapped, as anyone else is. Like a buzzing fly, annoyingly caught in a web. But This fly is ambitious. And I want the whole web.
Yeah. I don't know how many people know what you are, but it seems everybody here wants you.
He just smiles. He's like, they all want each other dead. It doesn't matter. Because when I win, and I will, chaos will reign. Everything will be at my whim.
We
And
can
it
take it.
won't matter. And you get to leave. Go about your business wherever else you want to go in the domains. I can even send you back to that podunk village.
Skip that one. Can you,
You can enjoy. You can. And you can enjoy the screams of the farmers as they're killed by the herd in your dreams.
my friend with the shiny new cloak might not last all the way to this gallon. Can you fix it? I tried, and the powers you gave me weren't enough.
I don't know what I would be fixing him of. He
So
apparently has made other arrangements.
the thing that makes all those fucking flies.
He kind of sneers for a moment.
Put a bug or something. It's gonna burrow its way into his heart.
Kill him.
Yep.
Do him the favor of a quick death.
It didn't sound
Because
like it was
that he will rise again, a rotting shell of his former self, driven by a bio-ridden maggot.
so we can't.
Or I won't. Who knows?
So
It's very helpful.
Yeah.
fair enough. So,
Balder,
look,
lighten up.
look. If the thing that put it in him dies, sit dialogue with him, or it. I don't know.
Yes, in theory.
Okay. Just for funsies. That thing wants us to leave.
Of course she does. She's death. I'm just chaos. There's a difference.
Well, I get it. I like your side a lot better. But,
Of course, everyone does. Everyone likes a party.
well. I just feel like it would be a shame to waste these last few hours you've got.
He is born and bred for battle.
Okay.
This is what he is made for. Honor him in the way he wishes to be honored. Just ensure that once he has outlived his usefulness, take his head so he does not return as something that you will find very difficult to kill.
I was hoping for a little more, to be honest, but you never
Miracles.
lacked me trying to tell you what to do.
No. You forget our stations in existence. Even me trapped here as just a shade of who I really am.
Kind of.
I may not have the continence of a god any longer, but I am still far more than immortal.
But vulnerable. Weak.
It's at least what I let them think. As you said, they all want me dead, but yet here I am, still smiling.
Yeah. So,
What are you gonna do to them if they take your stuff? Said there's a price. Come on.
The price
People
is
bother the heads up.
the price is worthiness, Balder. You know that better than anyone. Either enter or don't.
Anything extra for you. Like you said. I got you better.
Then join me and we'll watch. And he snaps his fingers and a table is brought out and food is brought right in front of the doors.
Alright.
Now, going in or staying out?
Staying out.
Staying out. A portcullis drops. There are suits of armor, there are swords, there are axes, there are shields. All across the walls. You look at them. And they begin to move. And when we start D&D next time, we'll be in initiative.
Oh!
Are there any by the towers?
Huh?
Are there any by the tower? Are there any by the tower?
No, this is all one room that they're in.
Okay. We're
Oh,
fine.
girl, we're having dinner.
We're fine. We're gonna have dinner. We have a spa day. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. It's
Is there
fine.
anything else
We
you
gotta
want
talk
to
about
cover?
your man
No.
stuff.
He's not.
I'm
He's
like, I'm
not
sweet with
creeping
it.
anything.
I got a weird beholder wand.
I
I'm good.
killed it. I'm not about to get greedy.
You're taking a nap.
Let's go around the table. Tell people where they can find you. Tell me if you've got anything upcoming. If you have any merch, whatever it may be. Why don't you kick it off as always, my lovely wife.
I'm Cassandra. You can't find me.
Don't try.
Don't try.
It's never even here, actually.
Not technically even here.
She's a ghost.
D&D player.
I'm Silverback, and you can't find me anywhere these days. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm a simple man.
I'm Orinvite. You can find me on all social medias at Orinvite, and you can find me at First Wrestling in Fargo, North Dakota.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
I just had to win some titles,
I'm proud of you, buddy.
take over the world. So that's where you can find me. Tickets are up at eTix. It'll probably sell out because it's the first wrestling show.
Yep.
So
buy
They
those
did
tickets.
have a
Yeah.
tendency to do
so
that.
so get on it.
Hey, man, like I said, I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent work.
You can find me at WarriorMN on Twitter and Instagram.
It's quality content, guys. Follow
Always. Always. No one
my-
does it like the Warrior
It's
does.
my favorite thread to follow. Anything that he posts.
You can find me at 1136492 on ICQ.
Oh.
Jesus.
ICQ still a thing.
It's probably not.
Oh, okay.
They can find me there.
Only on the dark web.
Is
Sorry.
that something
Only the
I'm
dark
too
web.
young to understand?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can find him totally on the dark web, just doing dark web shit
Yep.
with his
Yeah,
hood rat friends.
Have your dark web vision. It's fine.
There's a whole set of chiptune sounds that do not elicit
my
a Pavlovian
God.
response in you that it does in us.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. Also, you can get our D&DDT podcast at DNDDT podcast on Twitter.
That's
Nate, how those Gophers doing?
Those Gophers are killing it.
Did it feel good?
10 and 1.
It's nice.
It is.
It had to happen sometime, right?
They're gonna get game day.
Statistically,
Yeah. Literally,
statistically
game day.
impossible.
Yeah,
Finally.
game day's coming into town for it.
Finally.
I don't know anything about what I'm trying to think.
Hi, I'm Shannon. You can find me all over social media, Smarky Batch with an E, not an I. You can also follow our podcast, Married Marks Podcast. We upload Mondays and Fridays, focused on inequity and all sorts of fun stuff in professional wrestling. If you want to hear me go on a wine-induced rant about Jim Cornette, you can listen to our latest episode. It's
Fuck
real
you,
fun.
Jim Cornette.
Bingo! I'm also a contributor for Fansided, Daily
So we don't
DDT,
like
so check
Jim
them
Cornette,
out
is that-
on Twitter
I think that's what,
and all over the interwebs.
that's what they're going for.
Fuck.
Next time you see us, it'll be the day after Ben's birthday.
Yeah, I'll be even older than I already am. Still screaming at a screen, telling Jim Cornette to die in a fire. So, I can be found at any of the heel turn / D and DDT related Material sometimes contributing, sometimes just existing, and a horrific spiral of self-destruction.
Wow.
Fire.
This is fine.
Fine.
This is fine.
So, I hope everyone had a good time because I don't
I
think
did.
if anyone watched.
Yeah,
People watch.
we got like at least
people
3
commenting
more
and stuff
followers
on it.
while it like
Yep.
I also I want to thank Sirenscape again because they
Yeah,
put out
Doug.
quality stuff, and Doug. Without Doug, there is not a show.
Doug.
Doug, thank you.
The
Guys.
man behind the door.
Dave for music.
Huh?
Dave for music.
Oh, and Dave Richardson for music. You can find his mini projects on Bandcamp, and you should go listen to them, especially the Fairly Secret Army. All right, well, I think that's all we got. So have a good evening. If you're in the metro area of Minnesota, be safe because apparently it's going to snow like a bastard out
I'm
tomorrow.
about to be busy.
And this weekend.
And this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be real busy.
I know where I'm going.
Awesome.
Nowhere.
No.
Yeah, right.
and yeah, until then, 2 weeks from now, we'll see you down in the basement
The
of
business basement.
in the business's business in the basement of Bad Decisions
Yikes.
for some legitimate business.
I'm doing great. Oh, sucks
Let's
for you
kill
guys.
another
Hey,
king.
I'm almost healed now, so
I'm
you
so
know.
ready
We're
to
outta
kill
here.
all these assholes.
Bye.